What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel with me, Free Tip Scout. I have to quickly, because I forgot to do it, got to quickly turn that on. There we go. You can hear some sound now in the game. Hello to everyone who's in here. I can see we've got Robbie in here, and I know that we've also got Noodle in here. So hello to you guys, man. Thank you for jumping in. I know it's not a sorare stream, but we can always talk about sorare, even if we're not streaming it. A really good question from Robbie, which I said I would answer now. When we talked about sorare earlier, one of the things, I think you was there on the stream, wasn't you, Robbie? But one of the things that I didn't really understand was like how you can win the reward boxes. And I know that you can win them by getting streaks, but it wasn't really clear to me how you can win them in the arena, like what position you need to get to win them in the arena. And like what's the breakdown of, you know, like the percentage breakdown that you mentioned. So after the stream ended, I dropped a message in the feedback group and I was speaking to Dan Sorare, and we were kind of going back and forth, and that's actually how I learned that the game is a full launch today, not the beta. So I thought it went from a closed beta to an open beta. So on the stream earlier today, you'll often, if you watch it back, you'll hear me referring to the game as like, oh, they need to make sure it's called a beta because, you know, like it's still obviously not being fully released. But I was wrong because it has actually been released today. They didn't give us a heads up on that. And then I spoke to Dan and I said, Dan, like, I'm not really getting how it works with the reward boxes, you know, like how can you win them in the arena, and what's the breakdown? And I'm still waiting for an answer, actually. So I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to get some information on it soon, because then a few other like content creators and managers in that group also kind of said it's not very clear. And if I don't get it, and if others don't get it, then it probably means that lots of others don't get it, right? And if we're the experienced managers that don't understand exactly how it works, then how are the new managers supposed to understand? So I'm pretty sure they're going to probably send something out. They're probably going to send like a further update or further clarification on that, maybe in a tweet or something. Like after you get rewards box at your first arena win. Oh, do you? Okay, cool. It's nice for you to know that. I didn't know that. It makes sense now that people are getting the reward boxes, right? So you get reward boxes at your first arena win. Okay, interesting. And then you get them after certain streaks, but I don't know how many streaks you need to get. Maybe it's the sort of thing that the more you play it, the more the game will tell you the information about how it works. But you know, like when they release a new game mode, you're kind of like, well, I want to know if I can get a reward box, how it works from the outset, right? It wasn't really that clear. So yeah, so you get one after the first win, then probably one after the third and the seventh. Stuff like that I think should be really clear from the get-go. But that's just me, and we know we know what sorare's like. They do a lot of good stuff, but they often, as I say, they miss out on the small details, and the execution can be a little bit like a little bit not that good. Hello to Twitch Gaming as well. Yeah, they should release the calendar. Do you know you need to win about 10 so you can strategize? Exactly. Hello to Mr. Bobo Klajnik as well. Hey FT, all good? Long time I don't connect. Into card games now. To be fair, I've always been into card games, really. And it's probably been over like the last 10 years or so that I've started to get more into card games. So I was playing lots of different like card battler games. I used to play Legends of Runeterra, sorry. I used to play there was one called Mythgard. There was one called Eternal. So I just, and there's another one as well. I can't remember it. I played the Witcher card game as well, but there was another one after the Witcher that I played. And I just love them. I like card games now. Probably that's a sign I'm getting really old now, right? But I used to play all the cards and the FIFAs and all that, like first-person shooters when I was a lot younger. But I think now, just as I've got older, I just really appreciate and really love the whole kind of like the element of strategy, right? The hard strategy and thinking that goes into it. So yeah, this is a game that if you've not been on for a while, this is a game that we've only just really started to cover for like the last 2 weeks or so. We covered it just before Christmas, even though I have played it quite hard when it was launched like a year and a half ago or something. But I just haven't had a chance in between all the content I do to kind of like play it. So I just kind of decided that, you know, like last year at times, I think Sorare was just a little bit too frustrating. It was fun to play and it's still fun to play, but there seemed to be too many times where I personally needed a little bit of a break from Sorare. I still kind of wanted to play another game. And so then it just made me think, well, I've always been itching to play this again. So why don't we just try and fit this into the schedule? So it's a different type of card game. And maybe there's some things in here that we can spot and we can see and we think, oh, we like that. Wouldn't that be cool if we could see that in Sorare, or the other way round? So maybe we see things in Sorare that we think, oh, wouldn't it be cool if that was in Marvel Snap as well? So yeah, man, really cool. How's everybody getting on? Just before we start diving into Marvel Snap, we're going to do Conquest today. So if you're wondering like what we're going to be doing today, we were trying to get to rank 100, which then opens up the infinity rank, and then you can kind of like get the proper ranking of where you are in the world. But we were trying to do that the other day and it was a little bit difficult. So we're going to just try Conquest, which is like a knockout round like style format, where you have to beat your opponent and take after each round, you take their health off, and then whoever basically is the last man standing goes through to the next round. I'm going to try and do that because I haven't done that in a while. And we need to try and earn enough medals that we can use in the shop, because then we can get some really cool stuff. How's everyone's midweek going though? Exactly, Sorare is a card game. Yeah, it is a card game. So that's a funny thing. It's very easy to forget that Sorare is a card game because there's always so much talk about it, like Threshold and the players themselves. But when you think about it, it's a card game. It's a card game, right? So I like card games. So yeah, I have a 2 points lead at the moment in the arena with Barcelona against you. We both chose all-out attack, but I've captained Gundo. I actually quite regret that I captained Lewandowski. I don't really know what I was thinking there, because we chose Koundé. And obviously I know that Koundé is an AA beast, and I've seen that Koundé's been doing really well, so I should just captain Koundé. I'll have to start taking this whole rivals thing a bit more seriously, won't I? I mean, I'm actually kind of happy that it's better than what it was in the beta, now that they have the rewards. By the way, guys, this is worth me mentioning, but do you remember when Nicholas over Christmas wrote a tweet basically talking about, he wrote a tweet detailing what the things are coming, and he talked about Sorare Rivals, and he said that there is going to be a surprise at launch and the gameplay is going to be very different from what we've seen today. Well, there are going to be a few more new things that are going to be added to Sorare Rivals for the remainder of January. So by the end of January, they're saying that they should have pretty much all of the features in place in the game by January, right? But the actual surprise that Nicholas was mentioning, was referring to, was the reward boxes for Rivals. So I actually kind of said, that didn't really surprise me, because I almost just expected the reward boxes to be in there. And I thought that Nicholas was talking about something completely different, something that we haven't seen yet, something that would be like, they'd put it in the game, you'd be like, oh wow, like, where's this come from, kind of thing. But yeah, if you were wondering what the big surprise was on launch, it was the reward boxes. So yeah, I think that's gone over so many managers' heads. I talked to Dan and I said that because it's difficult, right? It's difficult when you have a CEO that's trying to engage with the community and like communicating directly, because the CEO sometimes will say things that they shouldn't, and then they'll also say things that are maybe a little bit disconnected from some of the other teams and what's going on, right? And so yeah, and it's difficult because when you've got your CEO doing that, you almost don't want to. How can you turn around to your CEO and say, stop saying that, or don't say that? Because it's, you know, it's like their company, right? They run it. So yeah, I think they probably wouldn't have wanted to have said that. I think they would have just preferred, yeah, that you guys then just discovered what it was on launch. But for me, I think because like when he mentioned it was going to be a big surprise, that the reward boxes did not surprise me. I was like, well, fine. So yeah, just in case you were wondering, where is this big surprise? It was the reward box. It was a surprise though, was it? It was a surprise for you. Cool. It wasn't for me. Maybe I think I just expected the reward boxes to be in there though. Maybe it was just me. But when they launched them, I thought this is the type of thing that's perfect for rivals. So I was almost just expecting them to be rewarded in there, because they're not really going to be rewarding cards in there, right? Because then that just creates a bigger beast of a problem than what we've got. So yeah, didn't surprise me, but it was maybe on me, wasn't it? The boxes are only on the first win, right? No, they're not. They're not. They're on the first, apparently on the first win, but then there's going to be like, you have to achieve certain streaks to get them. And I'm also trying to get clarification from sorare as to like, because they said that you can win them in the arena as well. So what I want to know is that if you get a really high rank in the arena, do you win the reward boxes at a really high rank in the arena? And that is not clear. That is honestly not clear at the moment. I don't have an answer on that. It wasn't clear from the article, and we've been asking in the feedback group, like, how does that bit work? So once I find out, I'm going to let you all know. Yeah, they've done a good job, but it's just another one of those things where rather than kind of us talking about everything and being very clear on it, like we don't really know about some parts. So I think sorare could have done a better job of like making sure the launch was communicated in its entirety a little bit more clearer, so that, you know, everyone knows today on launch day exactly what you can get from it, how you can get it, and how the whole thing works. But we're kind of talking now and we're saying, how does that work? How does this work? You know, like, and it shouldn't really be like that. So yeah, hopefully we get a follow-up on it from the guys at sorare. Lewandowski's just scored, has he? Wow, that's really lucky for me. There was Twitch Gaming says Lewandowski's finished, to be honest. Misses chances regularly this season, and then literally a minute later, Lewandowski scored. What was that you were saying, Twitch Gaming? Love it. Love it. Guys, before we dive into Marvel Snap, how's everybody been getting on in the midweek in their sorare teams? How have you guys been getting on? We had a really nice surprise earlier on the stream that I ended up... You got to see this, actually. Let me show you guys, because it was so amazing to kind of experience live on the stream. Let me show you. Let's go back to sorare really quickly. And let's go into the SO5 here. So we hit the threshold by 0.11 points, right? 0.11. And we done it from Ali Varul getting a score of 70.3, and he didn't even keep a clean sheet in that game, which just blew my mind, because I didn't think that going into the last game we had any chance of hitting the threshold. So I guess the moral of the story here is just keep the belief, because I had no idea we could do that, and we could still get opted down. We have to hope that we don't. But if we don't get opted down, we've literally just won $50 from a team that I think was really bad, but it's a midweek threshold, right? Which is incredible. Hans Wolf from Gladbach will move permanently to New York City. He'll sign his contract on Saturday. Cool. Guys, how have you done? How have you done? Enough about me. How's everybody done on sorare in the midweek? And then we're going to dive into some Marvel Snap games tonight. Has anybody else hit the threshold? Has anybody else hit card rewards or anything at all? Like, what's been going on for you guys so far? He's still 11 Disney. Should stick to TikToks. Have you guys got on? Like, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Have you guys got on? Like, legitimate question. Like, is anybody winning anything good this week on sorare? I would love to know. Whilst we're on sorare data, I'd love to be able to check your teams out, check out how you're doing. Otherwise, we're just going to dive straight back into Marvel Snap and get going. but just before we do, nobody played in your midweek. Okay, yeah, so you didn't really enter any kind of like lineups or anything. No midweek for you as well either, Twitch Gaming. Okay, it was a bit of a quiet one though, wasn't it? I'm kind of not surprised actually to hear this from you guys. It was a little bit of a quiet one. Hoping to start my first 240 lineup when the MLS starts. Oh, cool. Your first ever 240 lineup? What do you mean? Like first, like as in you don't even have a limited 240? Or do you mean like your first 240 rare lineup? I need to start thinking about getting a new goalkeeper. We talked about it the other day. I need to start thinking about getting a new like America goalkeeper, so I can get started by. I've already got a few America players, but I need an America goalkeeper for to see me through for the rest of the year. But I've got time to do it still. All right, let's dive into Marvel Snap. Let's go back. Hoping Jupe gets a move, although I like him and I'm an Anderlecht supporter. Well, he was really good when he was at Toulouse, wasn't he? And then he ended up going to Anderlecht, and he hasn't really been. I might be wrong here. I haven't looked at him in a while. I didn't think that he was really playing. No, he's not playing. So I get why he made the move, because if Anderlecht come calling for you and you're at Toulouse, then you're like, okay, fair enough. But it hasn't worked out for him, has it really? Like, he's now on the bench. He used to be a starter at Toulouse. So I'm also hoping the same, man. I think if he gets a move, even if it's a low move, he's going to be a really good goalkeeper to move towards, because he's still only 30. His L15's really low as well. And his L15 soon is going to be 0, because he's down to 13%. So I think, in 1 or 2 games, he's going to have an L15 cost of 0. And he's only he's 104 average, £216 on the market. Yeah. No first limited, currently kickoff. Okay, cool. And then he made so many mistakes against KV Kortrijk. He's a good goalkeeper though, but what you have to think about is that what you have to think about. Who are we talking about here? We're talking about this guy, Jupe. I think what you have to think about is that if you have a goalkeeper that's no longer playing, that is used to playing, then it's going to affect his confidence, right? But if he moves to a different club and he can then start playing again, he'll get back to doing what he was doing all at Toulouse, which was like really good levels of scoring, good at saving penalties, good at keeping clean sheets, good at commanding his area. Like there's a really good player here. Yeah. You bought his new season card for €10, hoping he gets the move. I think Malv, if I was you, I think that's really smart. Yeah, really smart, man. He will get a move somewhere. And then everyone will be thinking, oh, I should get Maxim Duke, but you got him when you should have. So well done, man. Let's go back. Right. Let's go back to a bit of Marvel Snap here. Let's dive into it. Okay, I put a new deck together the other day. I don't know whether we should use this one or whether we should use the standard high Evo one that I've been using. The reason I've got this in is because Magneto's another 6 cost, and now that we have Kyera, I feel like we should be looking to get another 6 cost card in there. Before, when we have the high Evo deck, we've only got Hulk in there. And I don't know, it doesn't really make sense, because if you're going to have Kyera, you need to have more than just like one 6 cost card, because she can stop them from being destroyed. So why don't we try deck 12? We'll see how we get on with it. Let's go into the Conquest then. Yeah, I've seen that already, Twitch Gaming. Yeah, I saw it 5 minutes before I went live on tonight's stream, and I looked at it and I thought, come on, guys, you know, it's every time, isn't it? Every time there's like an update, there's always, you know, there's going to be a little problem not too far away down the road. Hopefully they can fix it soon, but yeah, I'm just hoping that this launch here is not riddled with loads of problems and loads of bugs, because if it is, oh, we're doing high Evo. No. If it is, then it's going to completely undermine what they're trying to do. Like, all this sort of stuff should have been worked out in the beta. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. This is the first game that I'm playing of Marvel Snap today, so I could be a little bit rusty. It usually takes me a few games to warm up. I mean, technically, we should be playing a few games in just the ranked mode, so that we can get any like silly mistakes out of our system. But we'll just run with it. Yeah, half baked again. Yeah, I agree, man. But even just the communication about like what's going on with the rewards and stuff, right? Like even that feels a little bit half baked to me. Like, why is that not being properly explained in an article or something? You know, like they honestly just need to take more time and get it right. I was watching a documentary about Facebook, and it's very much like a Facebook mentality, where Facebook, when they first started up, they were rushing everything through. They were just basically just trying to, like, there was no quality control. There was no like governance really. It was just like, put it out there and just put it out there so that you're the first one that puts it out there, so that you can just keep getting to the point where your competitors can't catch up with you. And then when you get to that destination as quick as you can, then look behind you and then just clean up all the mess that you left behind you to get to that destination. And it feels a little bit like that sometimes with Sorare, where rather than kind of like taking their time and just getting everything just right so that they execute it perfectly, very smooth without much issue, they kind of like put stuff out there and then they fix it. Like, they put stuff out there which almost they know is not perfect, and then they just fix it over time, or they clarify things over time. And that's kind of okay, but eventually that gets really tiring and it starts to wear people down because they get a little bit fed up, you know, like they get fed up seeing the same poor things that are happening time and time again. God, we have some really bad locations here, I'm not gonna lie. Like, for me, having played the game for 2.5 years now, and also just having, like, maybe because I'm old as well, but like having worked in different companies before, different sizes of companies, and like seen how you do business, right? Just kind of winds me up that like it just sometimes just comes across as a little bit too cowboy and a little bit too amateur, rather than like doing a good professional job and giving a good impression that this is like a project, this is a company, this is a team that are really on the ball and they really know what they're doing, and they have their shit together basically, right? And I think they do, but sometimes they just let themselves down with what we see here today and on other updates as well, unfortunately. I think we're gonna lose this one if I'm not. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one here. Let's put Abomination down here. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I think the difference though is that EA is a completely different company, right? EA is like a mammoth company, and Sorare, even though it's a lot bigger than what it used to be, Sorare has really big ambitions, and Sorare is trying to become that big company, right? But they're also still kind of like they're not there yet, and so they do need to, especially when there's like a lot of mistrust and kind of like people losing faith on certain things, right? They need to make sure that they're doing the small things right, because if you're not even addressing the big things and then the small things are also getting overlooked, then that combined is going to start to make people become disgruntled. That's the word, become disgruntled, even if you're doing really good things. And we see it in the community where Sorare are doing some really good things, but most of the time the community's not really too oh shit, that's high. We've done it though. most of the time the community's not really that kind of like vocal about the good things, because they're still kind of looking for ways to like complain, and there's always going to be people that complain, but they need to make sure that the small things aren't getting overlooked. And it's just like too many times the small things get a little bit overlooked. And I know that they mean really well. They're good guys over there in Sorare, but yeah, they need to just refine how they execute things, I think. You know what it's like, Twitch gaming. You know what it's like. We see it, don't we? Yeah, EA's communication's really bad. Like, EA's almost become notorious for that, haven't they? Like, EA is so big that they don't actually care. That's the problem with EA. They know that they don't communicate very well, but they don't care, because they just know that they're so big now that they've almost got too much power. Like, the power's gone to their head. They just know that they can, like, treat their customers like shit, and people are still going to buy their games, which is horrible, really. They're abusing their power. Let's snap. Yeah, he's giving up here. I think we can get this guy. I think he knows he's running a destroy deck here, and I think he knows that we're going to be able to have him. Wouldn't be surprised if he quits out, actually. Let's snap again really easily. Our high evolutionary deck. Ooh, we don't have armor in here. It's a little bit of an issue, because he can he could actually destroy us, because we don't have a way to stop his destroy. Yeah, like Deadpool. So what we would ideally need to have here, we ideally need to have a card called Armor. So we can put the Armor card down the middle on the next turn, like this turn here. And then what that means is that that whole middle lane is going to be having armor over it, so then no cards can be destroyed, right? Because what he's going to do with Deadpool is he's going to destroy it, and it's going to return to his hand and not be a 1-1. It's going to be a 1-2. Then he's going to return Deadpool back again, then destroy it. Then it's going to be a 1-4, and then a 1-8, and then a 1-16. And you get the point, right? It's going to be a really, really large card if we don't stop it from being destroyed. It's a really annoying card, because Deadpool's really annoying, right? And what I've just realized is that we don't have armor in here anymore, which is a little bit annoying. I took armor out. So he's going to destroy this Deadpool, probably now. And there's, well, not now, okay. If we get Cosmo on the, we don't. If we had Cosmo in our hand, or if we just got Cosmo, then we could put Cosmo down the middle, and then that would stop his guys from being destroyed, but we haven't pulled him. Yeah, but problems also is that people running the accounts and the customer support are not probably educated on it. They're acting like bots as well, I agree, yeah. They are. 25,000 to hit the big 75, eh? You'll do that in no time, Twitch Gaming. And then look at you. You'll be winning cards and getting cards from the channel like there's no tomorrow. You'll be making up for lost time, won't you? This is pretty horrible at the moment. We're kind of struggling here. Now, here comes Deadpool, and then he destroys Deadpool. Then Deadpool goes back in his hand. It's a 1-4. There we go. And like the Deadpool I've seen get really large. I've seen a Deadpool get to one cost and 128 power. And then when you have a Deadpool on the board that's 128 and you've got no way to remove it, you're gonna lose the game. So we have magic, which can basically extend the turn by 1. So rather than the game end on 6, it will end on 7. But honestly, I don't think we want to prolong this at all. You don't want to be prolonging on a destroy deck how many extra turns they get to destroy their cards. So we're going to see if we can just end it as quickly as possible. He probably doesn't have any ongoing cards at all. So what we should probably do Let's put Enchantress down there. You got 4K today. What, on the stream today? Did you get 4K? On the 5-hour stream earlier today? Oh, sugar. Oh, we should have put Kyera down. Oh, so we could have stopped that. Oh, I think we're going to lose this one here. We're going to lose that one. We might not have lost it if we put Kyera down there, but because we didn't, and we lost our Nebula, he was like 1-7 or something. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. We needed to put Kyera down. If we'd have gone into that last turn with Nebula still on the board, we would have probably won that, I think. After you play a card here, transform it into another card of the same cost. Okay, so let's put Sunspot down. There. You started with 46,000 and just hit 50k 5 minutes ago. Wow. That's pretty cool to know that on like a stream like today, you can basically earn 5k. So almost like 1,000 per hour, right? Like 1,000 per hour, give or take. Okay. Right. Here's what we want to do. We're in a good position here. Snap. Want to put Cyclops, I think, down the middle. Don't want to transform him. Please go down the middle. Yeah, lovely. That's perfect for us because we can start to wear those cards down with Cyclops. He's going to bring their power down. He's got loads of one-cost cards. The problem is that he's going to reveal his cards first. So we kind of need to put Kyera down, but I think we might be too late. But we might actually lose Sunspot. If he throws a Killmonger down, we're going to lose Sunspot here. He can't. There we go. Okay. So on the next turn, he's probably going to put a... He could throw a... Oh, he's got Havoc. Wow. Very cool. Okay. This is a horrible card. It's actually an amazing card, but it's a horrible card when you're going up against it. He activated that, or he got that on turn 4, which means that he's only got 4 energy now. He's done. He's actually screwed. The fact that's turned into Havoc has screwed him because he's only got 4 energy now to work with. So we can actually hurt him a lot. Let's put Enchantress down there. Yeah, so that costs 1, and then that one, the Hulkbuster, I think costs what? 2 or 3? I think it costs 3 actually. Yeah, it costs 3. He's going to struggle, I think, to outscore us here because we can put... Yeah, we could put... We might have actually should have extended the turn. We have to put it here, and we have to hope that he doesn't go down the middle. If he does, we're kind of screwed. He didn't, so we should be okay. Or not. Ouch. Okay, we are because we have Kyera. Oh my god, Kyera is so amazing. Gundogan with a perfect 100 till now. Happy I captained him. How much is Lewandowski on? Probably nowhere near 100. Yeah, I mean, I probably need to take Rivals a lot more seriously. I think because of the beta, I wasn't really too bothered about it. I wasn't really that that bothered either when we were putting it together, but it's only 1-0, isn't it, still, I think, from what I can see. Oh, we've got some horrible cards here. Horrible. Cyclops needs to go down there. And then we're going to put the other Cyclops down the middle. Lewandowski is at 69. Okay. Yeah, I need another goal from him, really, to make that captaincy look good, don't I? Where you must be ahead of me, no? You must be ahead of me in the rivals, right? Where's everyone else gone? Why am I only seeing Twitch Gaming in the chat here? We had Malvin here. We had Noodle. We had Manuelino. Robbie was in here as well. Mr. Bobo Klajnik was in here. I only see the chat is just pure Twitch Gaming now. Oh, Noodle's in here, but he's just lurking. Okay, fair enough. No worries, man. I thought we might have lost you. Let's extend the turn. Let's extend it to 7 now. You're 6 points ahead of me. That's not bad. Okay, perfect. What we're going to do here is we're going to put Cosmo there, and then we're going to put Kyera, so that we can get ready to put our Hulk down. We're going to put our Kyera there, I think. Yeah. Okay. Final turn, we This is a little bit tricky because I don't know where he's going to go. I'm not actually liking this deck at the moment because we need to review this. If we get through this, which I think we can, because he's only got 1 health left, I think we need to review the deck because we're not dominating by a big enough margin when it comes to turn 6 here. I don't know where he's going to go. I'm assuming he's going to go down there rather than the middle. So why don't we do that? Oh, he went down the middle? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, man, that's so shitty, honestly. So we lose it because I couldn't correctly guess where he was going to go down. I thought he would go down the middle there. Tricky. We need to review this deck. You do own the chat. Kind of, in theory, this works well, but it's not at the moment. Let's see if we can do better here. Like, this isn't the sort of deck which I think can get me to the high levels of Conquest at the moment. Okay, end the turn. Oh, and to be honest with you, he doesn't even have a very strong... Like, this is his deck here. This isn't even that strong. There's no Canal in there. We should be handling this pretty well, but we're kind of not. I think that's what's a little bit annoying. I also think I want a way to stop this because it's so transparent what he's doing. and we've got no way to stop it. Like, I know exactly what's going to come down here now. He's going to drop a Carnage down here, most likely. Probably that instead of a Death lock. That's why he's been stacking them up. And I can stop this by having an armor, but we don't have the armor. So the Cosmo's not going to help us here because he's going to reveal his cards first. So it's a little bit frustrating seeing the opponent do plays like this when I know, oh, he's put Deathlock down and we don't have a way to stop it. Okay. It's like we're at turn 5 here, and I don't feel like we're in a very commanding position at all. And this isn't good. Yeah, we definitely need to change this deck. I'm not happy with this deck. Actually, it's not working the way I think I want it to. We've almost at this stage now, we've got too many high cost cards, so we can't put multiple cards down. So what is that? That's a 3 cost, right? That's a 3 cost as well. We need to put Magneto over here, which is then going to pull the 3 cost cards over here, and I think we can outscore them, so we can win this one. So I think we're good, hopefully. If he puts, oh, that's a death, isn't it? If that's a death, we've lost it. Ah, fucking hell. Oh my god. The one place that we didn't want death to go was exactly where we were. Oh my god. Yeah, this deck needs some work now. Like, we should have dealt with this guy so long ago. Right, let's try and do it now. I basically want to win this so we can go back and change the deck, because it's not going to help us to do very well. Cards here are not revealed until the game ends. I think that... I actually don't know. I think if we put Nebula here, she's still going to be really high. Right, like, I don't know. I'm going to try that. Because she's not an on-reveal card. So we could just have her sitting there, and hopefully after each turn that the opponent doesn't play a card here, she's going to be going up in power. And then she's going to be really powerful at the end. We've also got Death. So we know that Death is in his hand. Okay. We don't have a way to deal with Death either. We don't have a Shang-Chi. Yeah, we need to look at this deck. It's not going to work for us properly. Oh, he got Jeff and we got Atuma. Perfect. We're not going to be putting another card there anyway. Let's put Abomination down. Imagine Marvel Snap going competitive in the future of transforming into a crypto-based Web3 game. What, competitive in what sense? It's already, if you didn't know, it's already actually a very competitive card battler game. Obviously, it's not Web3. But you mean if it transformed into a Web3 game, like, how would it be competitive? In what way, though? Because the e-sports side to it is quite big at the moment, given that the game's not that old. Let's extend the turn. This would be interesting to see. Oh, hold on. Ah, okay. Ah, that's interesting. Ah, we just kind of screwed ourselves there, I think. If we lose again, does he go down the middle? Okay, I think we win. I think we win it. I hope we win it. Oh, I don't know, actually. No, she doesn't get bigger. Oh, my God. She doesn't get bigger. Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly. Honestly. Okay, well, at least we learn. Competitive in terms of rank system, but if it's already there, then... yeah, I know what you mean. It is already there, yeah. It's already there. I think it would have been cooler if it was like a Web3 game. But I also... Because it's not. It's kind of like it's also fine, but... Yeah, obviously it would have been better if it was Web3 in many ways, because then you own the cards, right? But... I'm so annoyed. I feel like we're going to lose this now. If we lose this, then we know we definitely have the wrong build deck here. We've got good cards, but we've built the deck all wrong. There's no way we should have lost this here. Let's not lose it. Okay. Let's put Kyera down here. Right. This is a problem that we have to try and deal with, but I don't think we can, because we can deal with it. Okay. This is a problem. This is a massive problem, because he's now made his Deadpool really strong, and he's going to try and kill his Deadpool. So we need to put Cosmo down, so that the only way that he can destroy the Deadpool is with a Killmonger. And we need to put Cosmo there to stop him from killing it with a Carnage or a Deathlock. And then we need to put Sunspot down here. Here we go, look. We put Cosmo down, and he's got cards to destroy Deadpool, which are this one here, probably. There we go. He can't destroy it. So that's completely fooled his plan, or foiled his plan. And then what we can do is we can whittle his points down, his power down now, by putting Cyclops there. He's going to kill those. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, now we kind of have the issue where we do have a little bit of an issue still. Barcelona won 2-0. I've won 4, drawn 2, and lost 2. Who scored the second goal? Well done for beating me. Who scored the second goal? Oh, that's going to be death, isn't it? I think we've just lost this here. Right, that's so poor. That is honestly so poor. Yeah, he's probably saying, like, what the hell? How have I just won that with such a shitty deck? Lamine Yamal. Okay. We need to fix this, because that was not the way it should go with that type of deck at all. Let's claim all of these as well. So, wow, we have loads to claim here. We've got all of them to claim. Oh, my God. Wow. Win those matches as well. Perfect. Okay. We can upgrade a card here, which we're going to do. Man, was a pleasure to connect for a tiny bit. Are you planning to be back in Runeterra? Unfortunately not. No, I'm going to be just sticking in Marvel Snap, because I think I prefer this more than Runeterra, even though I like Runeterra a lot. But no, are you playing Runeterra still? I used to love Runeterra until they released, this was a long time ago, this was like 3 or 4 years ago now, they released a set of cards that basically broke the game for me, and it just made it so unfun to play that I just refused to play it. And I even left the review on like the App Store, where I was just like saying, it's ridiculous, like, you've released a set of cards that they couldn't be counted. They couldn't be counted. And then they could be counted in the next, I think they released the next series of cards like a few months later that then counted those cards that they released. But at the time, if you didn't have those cards that they released, there was literally no way to counter them. And it was just completely unbalanced. And I hated it. And I was like, nah, I'm not, I'm not playing a game. I'm not supporting a game that does that. But I actually really love the game. And I thought the animations and I thought the cards were really cool. With that one release of new cards just completely put me off it. It wasn't the deep one. I can't remember what it was. Hold on a minute. Let me find for you now, because I can just look on my phone. I can type in Runeterra, and it's going to bring up my my review. What was my review? Right, here we go. It was the Blades cards. When they released the Blades cards, those Blade cards were ridiculous. When they released them, I was like I literally wrote in the review. do you guys want to hear my review? This was from like the 18th of May 2021 on the Android store, the app, the Google store, basically the Google Play Store. And this is my review, because I absolutely love Legends of Runeterra until they released those Blades cards. There are still some broken decks there. I bet there are, yeah. The Nautilus Deep deck, that was a horrible one to deal with, but it was actually quite a fun mechanic because it really rewarded those that were willing to play that long game, right? That end game. So basically, as soon as you saw you had a Nautilus deck, this was at the time, this is when I was playing it in 2021 or whatever, like when you saw that the opponent had a Nautilus deck, you basically had to try and win the game before their cards went all the way to the deep, and then it raised all those monsters. Because then as soon as those monsters got on the board, you were like done. They were too big to deal with, right? Here's my review that I left for Legends of Runeterra, which is such a shame because it was such a fun. I loved it. I absolutely loved the game until they released those cards. So here's my review, right? New meta is disgusting. The Blades cards are a joke. It's just not fun to play against, and nothing is good enough to counter it. It needs a serious balance before it pushes players away. I can't even face playing the game at this point. That's how ludicrous the balancing landscape is in the game. Won't be playing again until I hear that they have made some serious balance changes. And that was 3 years ago, and I haven't played the game since. So I was like playing it every day, and I was playing it hard. And that one update that they done just completely put me off the game, and I've not gone back to it since. So if you want a way to put people off, it's doing shit like that, or you throw in loads of cards that can't be counted. And to be honest with you, Marvel Snap haven't done that. But if Marvel Snap done the same, if they released a bunch of cards that couldn't be counted, and like literally if you didn't have those cards, if you didn't put money into the game so that you had those cards, you were just basically going to lose every single game. That is not what I'm signing up for. And thankfully, Marvel Snap haven't done that. But if they ever did do that, you can bet your bottom dollar that I would stop playing the game. Because I don't mind if I don't have all the cards, because I don't have all the cards. But I've got cards that can counter those newer, better cards, right? So I can't run the really cool cards that are new, but because I can't, in the meantime, I can run some of the cards that have been in the game from the get-go that are actually good enough in a way to still counter them if you play them in the right moments. But what they done on Legends of Runeterra was like, here's a bunch of new cards. If you've got them, if you're willing to spend money to get them, congratulations, you're just about to win every single game. If you don't have them and you're a free-to-play player, bad luck. You might have to wait a few months until you can then try and deal with them. And I was just like, nah, I'm out. Yeah, so that was me back in 2021. Not much changed. Nah. But I was furious, honestly. I actually remember when I left that review, I was absolutely furious because I actually remember it very vividly. I spent the whole day, I'm not talking about like a few hours, I spent like 10, 12 hours playing Legends of Runeterra one Saturday, and I'd already been playing it quite hardcore. And then this new deck was released, right? This new cards, and I was like, okay, I'm going to spend all day trying to figure out how I can beat it because I can't get them yet. I can't buy them. So I was like, how can I get around and build a deck to beat them? I spent 12 hours trying to do it. And then I just quickly realized that, like, well, not quickly. I then realized at the end of the day, this is unbalanced. They've completely broken the game. And there's no way to properly counter it. And then I left that, you could tell I left that review in rage after like a 12-hour gaming session where luckily you didn't need a controller like a joystick or joypad or whatever to play the game, but I think if I had, I would have probably smashed about 5 or 6 of them. Man, I understand, but I play League of Legends since ever. I'm really attached to the lore and the champions, so I love the cards, the art, and the animations. Honestly, Mr. Bobo Klajnic, right? I had never played League of Legends. I honestly had never played it until I started to play Legends of Runeterra. And then when I was playing Legends of Runeterra, I was like, oh my God, like I love the art, I love the lore. The same as you, I was like, it's really drawing me into this world that they've created, and I absolutely like loved it. And I then started to look at League of Legends, which I played a little bit, but I really loved the world. And I really felt that the cards that they put together were amazing, and they had good mechanics as well. It was just that one thing that just completely pushed me to breaking point, and I was just like, I'm never doing it again. And actually, I started playing other card games after that, so I found some alternatives. So like I found Mythgard, which actually is a really indie underground kind of card game, which is actually brilliant, but it kind of got abandoned by the original dev, and it then got bought by, like, the IP in the game got bought by another company, but now they don't even do anything to it. They basically bought the game, but then they just decided to not put any money into the game to keep developing it. So there's no new updates, there's no new cards. It's just basically a game that's just dying a slow death. It's still running, but it's just dying a slow death. And it's such a shame because it was a really cool game. It was like a cyberpunk, almost like a cyberpunk card battler game. And the cards are really cool as well. So that is really addictive. Takes you a lot of time and effort, and also brain effort. Which one? What? Mythgard? Or a different game that we were talking about? I'll be heading into training in 30 minutes, so I'll be here until then, Marvel Scout. Hello to 40 Marker as well. How you doing, man? Yeah, I was really gutted about, like, oh, you mean Runeterra? Yeah. I mean, maybe I should give Runeterra a bit of a go now, because it was, to be fair, it was like 3 years ago. That was the lot, and I've not played the game at all in 3 years, right? But if you kind of tell me that the game is still broken like that, and that there are cards which are like basically just like too OP that there's no way to deal with it, then I won't go back to it. But Marvel Snap for me is not, they're very good at balancing the game, and if there's ever a card that starts to get really out of check, then they will nerf it, which a lot of people don't like. But then it just means that the whole integrity of the game is quite balanced, where you don't have any one single deck that's like so overpowered that it's not even fun to play against them. So that's why I love Marvel Snap at the moment. Now some decks are banned, so it's better you play the standard. You stand in front of the striker, he lobs you, and you have to chase it and save it. Oh, you don't want to be lobbed at all. What we need to do, Mr. Bobo Klajnic, is that, we just got our ass handed to us there. I don't think that this works at all. We're going to delete it. we do have a high Evo deck, which is actually kind of similar. But I think I want to build a new one. Every time I try and build a new deck, though, I kind of find myself going back to the same cards, right? Because, you know, to be honest with you, because we don't have all the cards in this game, this one card here, the High Evolutionary, this is probably and arguably one of the best decks that you can run in Marvel Snap. It's not the best, actually, from what I understand, because I don't have all the cards, but it's definitely one of the best cards and best decks that you can run. So I'm trying to almost build my new decks around this guy, because I think with this guy that we can climb. I think that last effort, we were just trying to be too smart with it. This is why I stopped playing Snap. My P-Brain wasn't able to comprehend the cards and their side powers. But do you customize your own around one? No? Yeah, I do. Yeah. So basically, there's like a lot of like stock cards and stock decks that you can put together. But I never like to do that. I like to kind of... I really enjoy the challenge of trying to build something of your own, right? And so, like, if we go in to create a new deck here, this feature here at the bottom, if we click it, then the game will actually build a deck for us, right? Which is actually kind of interesting, because we can say build the deck. It will auto-fill it with these cards here. And funny enough, it's actually built us, I'm not kidding you, it's actually built us a very, very good deck. A very good deck, actually. Because it has the High Evolutionary guy who's super powerful. And then he makes all of these other cards like the Thing, Abomination, the Hulk, Cyclops, Shocker, Misty Knight. He makes all these very crappy cards super, super powerful that they can hold their own in pretty much every battle. And they're actually one of the decks that is the meta to beat, the High Evolutionary. So it actually isn't too bad at all. It's actually really good. But we're going to build one for ourselves. We're going to clear it. Yep, I never let my Lucian deck die. I just play that because it is my own. I love the... it's so funny. You're now bringing back memories, Mr. Boa Klashnich, of like when I used to play Legends of Runeterra. And I remember when I first started playing it, there's that Spider Queen, isn't there? I can't remember what her name is, but the Spider Queen, she's probably like a really basic card now, because I'm sure there's like hundreds of more interesting cards than the Spider Queen. But I always remember the Spider Queen, and then like all the spiders that she can spawn. And that used to be when I first started playing Legends of Runeterra. I used to love the animation of the Spider Queen. Right, that's her name. What's her name? Elise. That's it. Yeah. Elise, I used to love playing with her, man. And just like the animation when you used to play her, because there are the heroes, aren't there, that you could play, and they kind of get those animations and stuff. Not that I think she was one, but yeah, loved it, man. Absolutely loved it. Should we put a deck together? Let's start again, because that other deck we built was complete rubbish, really. So this card is going in every single one of my decks at the moment, Sunspot. He's one of, in my opinion, one of the best power cards in the game. One cost cards in the game. After each turn, he gains 1 power for each unspent energy. Let's put him in. Yeah, she's a champion, is she? That's what they're called, aren't they? Not heroes, but champions, yeah. Oh, I do. Now that we're talking about it, I kind of almost do miss it. But I don't miss the stress that it gave me as well. Yeah. I feel like we need to start playing the Black Knight. I feel like we need to start playing the Black Knight, because this is actually one of the most powerful one-cost cards in the game, because it gives you another card which can't be destroyed and its power can't be reduced. But the problem is that you need to do a few things in order to get the Ebony Blade. So it doesn't always pay off. But when it does, in the few instances that it does, it's going to be super powerful. Why don't we do that? We do the Black Knight with Sunspot. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is that we need a way to discard, because the Black Knight will generate an Ebony Blade. When we discard a card, the Ebony Blade is going to get that card's power. So the name of the game with this is to try and discard the most highest costing card, highest power card, so that your Ebony Blade will then get it, but then to try and bring that card back that you discarded. So let's put Ebony Blade in, and then because I don't think that discarding for the Ebony Blade is always going to work that well. I don't think I really want to have like a high cost card. One of the best cards to do it is this card here. Where's it gone? Lady Sif, right? Because she will discard the highest cost card from your hand. But the kind of the problem is that I think we're already going to have too many 3-cost cards. And all we really want to do is we want to have like a chance of discarding a high cost card. And I almost want to just have a cheap way of discarding. If we filter by discard, then what you can see is that Blade is the cheapest card that gives you the ability to discard, but you can only discard the rightmost card from your hand. So for example, if we have the rightmost card in our hand is like a really low card with a power of 2, but we have the really high power card of like 20 in the far left of our hand, then Blade isn't going to be able to help us to generate the Ebony Blade. It's only going to cost 1 in order for us to do it. So there will be a few occasions where we can play Blade, we can generate the Ebony Blade, and then we can play the Ebony Blade pretty easily as well. I won Rivals against PK. What do I get now? I got 400 points. I just won against that idiot of PK and unlocked the arena. Sorry for interrupting the deck building. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's quite good to hear you guys are playing Rivals and that you're really getting stuck into it. Because that's what we want. We want the game mode to be successful, right? So, good to hear, really. Let's do it with Blade. I want to have a chance to discard. PRO, Pro, and was a disaster. Just today, honestly, because I had to watch Osasuna for the Pro and was a disaster. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah. Okay. The best card that we need here is this one here, the Infernaut, with the power of 20. But we also need to have the Hulk in here, because we are going to have High Evolutionary, who's a cost of 4. Okay. And then we do also need Cyclops, because Cyclops is so good when he's part of the High Evolutionary. Like that. If we're going to run with Black Knight and then these two, we need to have Kyera. Now we've only got 4 slots left. To
the real world.
Thank you for the follow. Paplepel. I don't know if that's how you say your name, but Paplepel or Paplepel. Please let me know how you say your name. But thank you for the follow and welcome into the channel, man. I appreciate it. We need to have a few like control cards in here, I think. One of those cards that we probably need to have all the time is Enchantress, because she's just so powerful. Technically, we should also have Cosmo, but we need to have armor. We need to have armor because you remember what happened in the last game? We couldn't stop that destroy deck because we didn't have armor. Let's put armor in. Okay. What are the other cards that we're missing here? So we have Cyclops, we have the Hulk. We could look at Abomination, but with Abomination, you need to be able to put afflictions on the opponent, and we've only got Cyclops at the moment that's putting afflictions on, so I think we're going to miss out. We actually do need to have, yeah, we need to have Ghost Rider. Because if we discard the Infernaut, we're going to get the Ebony Blade, but then it would be nice to bring back the Infernaut so that we can then have the Infernaut and the Ebony Blade on the board at the same time. Do we need to have Cosmo? I don't know if we do, you know. I don't know if we... Like, I really like Cosmo, but I feel like I need to start breaking the way that I look at deck building, because I always just put Enchantress and Cosmo in there. And Cosmo, I'm finding I'm often not using anymore. I don't like that we have 3 1s. We've got 1 2. We don't have any 5-cost cards, so we have 3 4-cost cards. So on turn 6, if we don't have the Hulk, we can play either Ghost Rider, High Evolutionary, or Enchantress. But then we ideally need to have another 2-cost card that we can play. I don't know if this deck is really going to hold up, if I'm honest with you. Because the 2-cost cards aren't really that powerful unless you run like a move deck. Psylocke we could use for the... we could put Black Knight down on turn 1. Then on turn 2, we could, in theory, use Blade. Do we need to have another 3-cost card in here? Like, we don't have Magic in here, and I quite like this card, Magic. In fact, we need to upgrade this card to Infinity. So we've just fully maxed out that card now. So we're actually going to unlock, hopefully, a new card. No, we get 200 credits, though, which is appreciated. We can probably upgrade another card here as well. Let's go to upgradable, or actually let's go to quality. Let's see if we can upgrade another card quite high. Like one of these guys. I don't think we can. We don't have the, no. Okay, but then we can upgrade Luke Cage to Ultra for 400. Which, to be honest with you, I think we need to do. Let's do it. Guys, I'm going. I'll keep an eye in case you come back to Runeterra. Thank you so much, Mr. Bobo Klajnic, man. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thank you so much, man, for jumping in. I really appreciate you jumping in. It's been a good Good to catch up with you. Definitely. Okay, claim. And then claim. Is this a card? Okay, we got Orca. This is the first time we've got Orca. It's a 6/11 card. +5 power if this is your only card here. So it's quite... It could actually be a 6/16 card. It's not bad. I don't think it's really going to fit into what we're trying to do here, though. Maybe we do need to have... this seems like a shame, though, because we won't be able to get... We won't be able to get Abomination down much, really. If we play Cyclops on turn 3... And if we play him on turn 3, he's not going to be able to afflict anything on turn 3. So he's only going to be able to afflict something on turn 4. So that means that Abomination will be reduced to 3 rather than 5, which is a good reduction, to be honest with you. Let's try it. Let's try it. I don't know if that's any good or not, but we're going to try it. Oh, what's this here as well? Gain a collection level. Okay, we've got that one as well. Perfect. Okay, let's do it. Let's test out this deck here. It seems a little bit greedy that we're trying to get the Ebony Blade and we're trying to get High Evolutionary. I don't know whether we're almost trying to do too much and we're spreading ourselves too thin. Because it, you know, in many ways it might just be better just to focus on, if we want to try and get the Ebony Blade, then just focus on other cards that can discard, and if we want to just be High Evolutionary, then just be pure High Evolutionary. I don't know. I do want the Ebony Blade, though, when we can. Let's give it a try. So we can go with Sunspot. Okay. Now, technically, we can go with the armor, but we don't really need to put the armor down unless we think he's running a destroy deck, and then we probably do. So here, I think I would much prefer to just kind of like skip the turn and make Hulk go from a 6/12 to a 6/14. And then the Sunspot also gets 2 energy as well. Okay. He's not putting any cards down at the moment. We can put this card down, and probably we should put this card down, so why don't we? Because if we are going to play the Infernaut, then at least we know the Infernaut can't be destroyed. He's running a discard. He's running Hela. Okay, it's a card that we don't have, and it's a card that causes us some problems, actually. We have no way to discard at the moment. So we have Ghost Rider, but he has nothing to bring back. We've got Armor, who technically we can put down, but maybe we're let's put the do we put Armor down? I don't think we do, actually. I think we skip it. We do end turn so that Sunspot gets the power. Oh, that's a problem. That's a good one. So Rogue. So Rogue has just stolen our ability from Kyera. I was talking to a guy, one of the viewers. What was his name? It was like Topper. That was it, Topper. I was talking to a guy called Topper on Tuesday stream. I think it was, no, on Monday stream, sorry. And he was telling me that, like, Rogue, who I do have, he was running Rogue. And Rogue's quite cool because she's now just stolen that. Let's put Abomination down. That puts us in a bit of a bad situation, if I'm honest with you. Situation, I don't know. Look. This is going to be tricky. We have 15 here, and then we have 16 on the Hulk, which we need to do. Dracula's a little bit horrible. At the end of the game, discard a card from your hand to gain its power. We're 3 behind, but we're no behind there. We're not behind there. We could regret this one. And we don't. I don't think. No, we don't. Just about get it done. That's not exactly how I wanted that to go, but we'll take it. We didn't see Blade. Look, we didn't see Blade until right at the end. So, yeah, I don't know if this is actually going to work, because, like, we almost need to give ourselves another opportunity to discard. So maybe we actually do need to put Lady Sif in here if we want to make this work. Because if we had Lady Sif, then what we could have done is we could have discarded that Infernaut. The only thing is, I don't really know where we fit Lady Sif in. Unless we take armor out. Or we take Cyclops out. And then we just run with High Evolutionary and the Hulk. The Cyclops is such a pain, honestly. Cyclops is a big pain. Or maybe the play is to take Abomination out. Let's take Abomination out. We take Abomination out, and then we can put Lady Sif in. Because I don't think Abomination's really going to work for us, because we're not afflicting the opponent enough. So we take him out, and then we put Lady Sif in instead, which gives us more of an opportunity to discard someone like the Infernaut or the Hulk. And then that's actually much more balanced, you know? And then we still have 2 cards which can take advantage of the High Evolutionary, which is Cyclops and the Hulk. And then we have basically 2 cards here which are trying to take advantage of the Black Knight. I like that a lot more. Sancho, most likely already in the squad on Sunday. They are not messing about with Sancho, are they? They are ready to go with him. I'd expect nothing less from Sancho. He's not injured. He's just basically been dying to play football, right? Who do you have? Who did Dortmund have? I can't remember. You've got is it Mainz? Who is it? Who is it that you've got? Because you've got them away from home, haven't you? Is it Mainz? I remember putting 3-1 in on our Pooky prediction, but I can't remember who the team was that we gave the 1 to at home. Oh, Darmstadt. That was who it was, yeah. Okay. That's a good game, isn't it, for Sancho to make his return? Very good. Okay, let's put Sunspot there. Let's also snap. Mainz plays at home against Wolfsburg. Cool, man. That's who it was, yeah. What do you think the score is going to be for Darmstadt Dortmund then? What have you put on Pooky, Twitch Gaming? I'd be very interested to hear what you put, man. I reckon you've put 3-1 for Dortmund to be Darmstadt. Am I right or am I wrong? I'd love to know what you've put. We can discard the Infernaut. I don't think we should at the moment. Let's put Kyera down instead, so that our Sunspot can't be destroyed. I want either the Black Knight or Ghost Rider to turn up. Oh, look who turns up there. I said I want the Black Knight or Ghost Rider to turn up, and Ghost Rider turns up. So, this becomes very easy for us to do now. We put Lady Sif there. Lady Sif discards the Infernaut. Then on the next turn, we're going to bring the Infernaut back with Ghost Rider. And then on the final turn, turn 6, we're then going to just be filling up the numbers. So here we go. Infernaut. Say goodbye to the Infernaut, but we bring him back. And he's got Onslaught. He has Onslaught. So that is a problem that we have to deal with, but we only have to deal with on turn 6, which is exactly why we keep Enchantress in our deck, because this can get out of hand. Onslaught can get out of hand here, and if you have no way to remove this effect, then it can be devastating. So instead, what we're going to do, we're going to bring the Infernaut back with Ghost Rider. We could technically get rid of the Hulk, but I think we need to keep him just in case, actually. There we go. And the Infernaut can't be destroyed. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Look. So this is going to get really silly, like power of 60. But what we can do is we can kill it. We can kill this with Enchantress. Oh, the only thing is it's also going to kill the ability of Kyera. But we just have to hope that he doesn't have a Shang-Chi or something. He's going first. Okay, this is perfect. This is perfect. So we have to kill this right now. And then we can put Blade down here as well, because it's the end of the turn. And we should win. We should win. He's going to put, is it the Living Tribunal? So that he can spread the power across all 3 of these right now. He put Apocalypse. Okay, fair enough. We're going to cancel everything right now. It's going to cancel Onslaught. It's going to cancel Iron Man. He might still actually beat us. He still beats us there, though. Okay, but we win it. So we have a bigger difference. Look at that. We needed to cancel those cards with Enchantress, which is why we keep Enchantress in our hand, in our deck. I mentioned it 10 minutes ago. She's like the first card that goes in every deck for me for that reason, so we can stop that nonsense immediately. Lovely win. Lovely win. And we didn't even see Cyclops or the Black Knight. We didn't have to use armor. Okay, I like this a little bit more initially. Let's go again. Let's go again with deck 12. Yeah, you're not good away from home at all, yeah. I put 2-0. It's probably going to be a lot more close, like 2-1. They're going to score against you, man. But you know what my thinking is about Dortmund. They can't keep clean sheets, really. So I think they will score. Black Knight. Let's put Black Knight there. That's a perfect start. Okay. Perfect. Right. We can discard the Hulk here. And then we're going to get an Ebony Blade of 4/12. And then... But that being said, on the next turn, we can just basically discard... We can discard with Lady Sif. Makes me wonder whether we actually need to have Blade in here, but kind of having Blade's quite useful. Having 2 discard cards in here is useful rather than 1. You basically just double our chance that we can discard, right? So let's not go. And then Hulk's going to go to 614. Okay. And look at that. Look at that. We can actually use Blade to... Let's not use Blade now. We've got 3. Let's use Lady Sif here. Do we care about Nebula? I don't think we care about Nebula. No, I don't think we do. I think we care about these 2 here. So we're going to go Lady Sif into Infernaut. So she's going to discard Infernaut. So Lady Sif into Ghost Rider. Brings back the Infernaut, hopefully, rather than discarding the Hulk. But if it's the Hulk, it's also fine. We'll snap if it's the Infernaut. If it's the Infernaut that gets discarded, it is. We're going to snap. Perfect. Because now we get our Ebony Blade of 420. But what we want to do is we want to put the Infernaut back in. Now, the problem that we've got is we don't have Kyera on the board. So we could end up losing our Infernaut. It could get destroyed. But that's the risk we need to take, isn't it? So there you go. We've got the Infernaut in here. And then what we've got is we've got the Ebony Blade. And then we've got Sunspot Blade as well. We can also still put the Hulk down. Oh my god, this deck is so much better than what we were running. So if we put Ebony Blade down there, and then I kind of don't really want to play Blade. But if we put the Sunspot down, we're not going to have enough energy to get him. It's too late for us to be playing Sunspot. So I think we do need to put... He's retreated. He knew what was coming. He knew what was coming. Now that cryptos are going up, it is more expensive to start. Man, do you have a video on YouTube on how to start in Pooky, a basic strategy? Which should be my initial investment? The best thing that I don't have a video on YouTube. The best thing that I would recommend you do is to watch my latest video. It's called To Pooky and Beyond. And I recorded it on, I think I recorded it on Monday. If you go onto my stream channel and you scroll back a few days and you look at the To Pooky and Beyond, watch like the first half an hour of that. And I talk about Pooky on YouTube and Twitch. So whenever I stream on Twitch or YouTube, because I stream on both now, they both automatically get uploaded after the stream to YouTube and to Twitch. You can always watch them. Yeah. Watch the first like half an hour. And then I'll also tell you right now that it's not more, well, it technically is more expensive to start because the Matic cost is higher, but the fiat cost is the same. So it still costs you about $25, right, to buy a common Pokeball, but in Matic terms, it's going to cost you $30 rather than what it was, which was $25 Matic like last week, right? But it's still very, very cheap to get involved in Pooky, and it's worthwhile doing. I needed to send a reminder out about that. I'll send it tomorrow about the Beat the Base League. Yeah. I'm sure you've already used the link as well. Oh, hello. But if you haven't used the link, then I'm going to give it you now again. But do use the link if you haven't already. Twisted Fortune, because, yeah, it helps to support the channel. And there it is there, twice in the link. Yeah, it massively helps to support the channel when you use that link. And you also get, if you didn't know, you get a free Pokeball when you use that link. And you get a discount off your first purchase in the game. So we were talking about, is it more expensive? If you use that link, and there's literally very few links out there, because I'm actually a Pooky ambassador. And so only the ambassadors, and there's only a handful of them, only the ambassadors have a link that then gives you a discount off your first purchase in the game. So with that link there, you get a 5% discount off your first purchase of any Pokeball in the game, and you get loads of in-game currency as well, which you're going to need, and you don't get without the link. So basically, yeah, you want to use that link because you will be able to claim all of the free stuff that you need. Last thing, do I need a MetaMask? Can I buy with cash? You need to connect a wallet. You need to connect some kind of a wallet into Pooky. Now, you don't need to use MetaMask. You can use a different wallet. You can also get the game to create a wallet for you using a provider called Sequence, right? Which is a very user-friendly, easy way to do it. And with the Sequence wallet, you also won't, most of the time, you won't need to pay the gas fees when you create transactions in Pooky to collect things like rewards or to pay for the cost of leveling up your Pokeballs, right? Because when you want to level up your Pokeball, for example, you have to create a transaction on the blockchain to start that, to do the process, right? To do the level up. And so when you create a transaction, you have to pay a little gas fee, but it's often like 1p or something, 1 cent. But with a Sequence wallet, you don't have to pay those most of the time because Sequence cover them. But if you use MetaMask, you will have to. So yeah, like give it a go, man, and then jump on my streams as well. I know you do anyway, and then you'll be able to kind of pick up how you can. I think you already know how we're winning, right? We're basically doing the same kind of scores and we're just smashing it. Like we're winning like 20, 30 pounds like a week or something. Sometimes like, no, that's not true. Like 10 to 30 pounds per week within that range at the moment. So I think you'll enjoy it. Let's go again. Last year, I do keep getting asked though about have I done a Pooky video. Maybe it's something that I'll do in the future, but yeah, I don't often get the time to do the videos because I'm spending the time doing the streams, right? If I wasn't streaming as much, I could do videos, but I kind of enjoy doing the streams, to be honest with you. I can enjoy the interaction and we can talk about stuff and run through stuff like live on the stream. So like, let's say for example, Twisted, that you sign up to Pooky and you kind of don't really know how to do it, or like you don't really know the best way to approach it, then literally just jump on one of my streams and say to me, Free Tip Scout, would you be able to show me, like if you were going to start Pooky today, would you be able to show me like how you would go about it? And then I can literally say to you, yeah, cool, we'll spend like the next 10 or 15 minutes and I'll run through it live on the stream, and then that'll basically be your video, right? But I do it live on the stream for you. Yeah. I'm not surprised either, Twisted. I'm not surprised, man. I think if Pooky took like hours and hours and hours to do, right, then it would probably be one of those things that would put you off a little bit because you're probably already spending hours playing like Sorare. You probably don't want to have another game to play for hours because then you're really going to be running out of time, right? But the fact that you can literally, and you've seen it, and you will see it in that video, right? So honestly, Twisted, watch that video called To Pooky and Beyond. Watch it, because then you will be amazed that we are spending like 1 hour, not 1 hour, sorry, 1 minute, 2 minutes each week doing our Pooky predictions, and we are literally winning 20, 30 pounds from 1 minute of our time. No research, no effort, no looking at stats or anything. The returns that we're making versus the time we're putting into it is making the limited scarcity on Sorare look like a joke. It's making it look like a joke. So yeah, I'm glad it convinced you, man. Okay, do I have a time limit to use your link? Like in Sorare, I have 30 days to use the referral. No. So basically, when you use the link, when you use it, when you click on it, you should sign up straight away. If you don't sign up straight away, for example, then you won't be able to claim the stuff. So use it and sign up straight away. Don't just kind of like click the link and then come back to it like later or like, you know, tomorrow. Don't like close the session down. You need to sign up using that link and complete the sign up when you've clicked the link. And then once you've done that, you will then, to claim the stuff, I think you've got, I actually don't know. It's a good point. I think you do have a time limit on it, but I actually, to be completely honest with you, I actually don't know. I'd have to check that myself. I think for the discount, I think the discount is like ongoing, as in like until you actually buy your first Pokeball, it doesn't expire. So that's my understanding of that, but I could be wrong. So yeah, sorry man, I need to look into that tonight. I'm glad that you mentioned it because it makes me think I need to look into it. Let's do that. I'm really liking this deck, by the way. No worries. If I do it all in one go, referral plus the purchase. Thank you, man. Honestly. Stuff like that really helps to keep the channel going. So, you know, when I do the content and kind of like paying for the costs of the of running the channel and doing the giveaways, when I get like a referral like that, it really does help to support. And you know me as well. I always try and put as much as I can back into giveaways and into doing really cool stuff that you guys can get a benefit from. So I'll try and put it back into the system for you guys, right? Thank you, though. Let's put the ebony blade here. And we might as well discard the Infernaut because we are not going to be able to play it on the next turn anyway. This is actually a cool deck. This is actually a really cool deck, this. I like this a lot. Because if we get Ghost Rider on the next turn, we can just bring back the Infinite. Oh my god! What did I just say? That's why we discarded the Infinite on the last turn, just in case we do get the Ghost Rider on the last turn. And lo and behold, what the hell do we get? We get Ghost Rider on the last turn. And what we can do is we can play Ghost Rider, we can play Armor, and then we win the game. We should win the game. I'll be really surprised if we don't win the game here. Well, unless he's got something like what? He's got Magneto, which is like a little bit of a problem. But we win that location. Oh my god, I'm in love with this deck at the moment. Yeah, I like this. This is much better than what we were doing in Conquest. Oh my god, that was amazing. That we discarded the Infernaut because we knew that we couldn't use him on turn 6. I actually quite like this then. I like this a lot. And then, yeah, the one card that would have been perfect was Ghost Rider. To be honest, if we hadn't have got Ghost Rider, then we would have still won. Because then we wouldn't have had 20 here. We would have had 3. We would have still won the middle. And then he still would have pulled our cards over. So, yeah, we would have still won. But it was quite nice that we won all 3 there. David Fofana to Burnley confirmed. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Really? This is a great move for Fofana. I heard, and we read today on Bully News that he'd been recalled immediately from his loan, as in his loan had been terminated. Not terminated, but like he had returned. He'd stopped his loan. But I didn't know he was going to Burnley. That gives them a really good forward to call on now, Burnley. You know what, though? Is he going to be available to play against Luton this weekend? Because if that is the case, then that's not cool. Because I don't want my Luton Town stack going up against Fofana, especially defensively. That probably means that we could... He's probably going to be available, isn't he? If he's confirmed, all they need to do is register him. And then, yeah, he'll be available to play this weekend. Oh, damn it. He's already gone. He's like literally gone there 1 game week too soon. Why couldn't he have gone and joined Burnley after the Luton Town game? No. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh well. Maybe he'll blank against Luton. Maybe they'll be so good, Luton, that they'll get a clean sheet, which would be amazing. Right, let's see if this deck can go for another win here. Gotta be honest, I'm quite impressed with it. I think I found the right balance between the Black Knight synergy and the high Evo. But I don't want to talk. Oh, hello. I don't want to talk too soon. He's put Ebony Moor there. Why? We can put Black Knight there then. Like, unless he's got a way to remove that from... Which I don't think he does. He's screwed himself there. After turn 5, move all cards here to other random locations. Well, that was lucky. That was really lucky for him. He won't play. Medicals on Saturday, said Romano. Oh, perfect. Perfect then. Yeah, that's really good. That is a good move. I'm actually happy that he's returning back to the Premier League to play. I don't think he was really getting the game time, was he? He wasn't really getting the game time at Union Berlin, and it wasn't really working out for him. And the Premier League experience, no disrespect, but the Premier League experience is way more valuable to Chelsea than Bundesliga experience, because if they do want to start using him in the future, then at least they know that he can cut it in the league that matters to them. We don't actually have a card here, so let's just put, I don't know, High Evolutionary down. We need a discard card. Oh, he's got She-Hulk, which I don't have. That's a little bit annoying. Oh, this isn't working well for us. We did speak too soon. Yeah, this isn't working well for us at all. We don't want... Well, we have no way to get rid of the She-Hulk. Let's do this here. That, and then... that. After turn 5, put a card from each player's hand here. If it puts the Infernaut there... We need to put that card there. If it puts the Infernaut there, then we're laughing. God, he's got some really good cards. He's got Red Skull, She-Hulk. These are 2 cards that we don't have, that we'd actually love to have. Please put the Infernaut there. Oh, it put the one card that we really didn't want to go there. Ghost Rider. Oh dear. Now we are screwed. Now we can't win. Which is why we didn't even it's why we didn't even snap. Look, now he's snapping. We're not snapping for that. We've lost that game. Right, let me quickly get a top up of my drink, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to dive back into Conquest, because I think that this deck is much better now. We just had a little bit of a bad draw on that one, so let me go and top up my drink. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, guys, so don't go anywhere, and then we'll do some Conquest for the remaining hour or so. So see you in 2 minutes, guys. All right, guys, I think we're back. We are back, aren't we? Yeah. Hello to everyone. We just took a little breather because I needed to top up on my drink, and we're just about to start doing a conquest as well. We're going to do some conquest on Marvel Snap. What's up with rivals now after I've won in the arena? Still haven't completed the challenge and got my XP and got no signs of rewards too. I've got one answer for you, Twitch Gaming, that will basically allow you to understand what's going on and why that's happened. The answer is sorare. You know why. You know why. Well, I could have given you another word there. Half-baked, right? You know exactly why. It will turn up and it will sort itself out, but it's not going to be doing it now. Right. Hello to half-baked is the word, yeah. Half-baked is the word. I'll come back in a few minutes. Hello, Noodle. We do some conquests now. We're actually up to rank 84, which is pretty good. What do you think we should do? Should we try and push for rank 90? Or do we do some conquests? What do you guys fancy? I'm easy, so you guys tell me. We can try and keep pushing for rank 90, which will give us 500 gold, which will be lovely. Or we can go into this game mode here called Conquest, which is a game mode where you have to knock out your opponent, and then if you do, you can then go to the next round, which is a little bit harder. And then here we need to knock out 2 opponents basically, and then here we need to knock out 3, and so you just kind of like progressively climb, and as you keep climbing you get bigger and better rewards, right? But it's really tricky. What does everyone want us to do? I mean, to be fair, I said conquest, didn't I? Let's do conquest, right? I mean, I said it before we went on the break. Let's try and get back into conquest again. Deck 12. Here we go. Right. Let's see how this new deck is going to do. This kind of Black Knight High Evo hybrid kind of deck, which I really like the balance to this. Let's see how this is going to do in Conquest now. So we can't go, we end the turn, and that unspent energy is going to give Hulk an extra 2 power, which is perfect. Okay, he's running a High Evo. Oh my god, we get our Hulk there already. Ah, and he gets the Infernaut? Okay, interesting. That would have been a massive win for us if he hadn't have played the Infernaut as well. Oh, we get a rock as well. That's not great. We don't actually have a way to destroy the Infernaut. It's probably the one thing that's missing here. The fact we don't have a way to destroy it. Oh well. Let's put Kyera down here. Oh, I hate that card. We have that card, but I hate it when that card is played against us. The Cyclops there. We don't really have any good cards here, apart from Enchantress, but I'm pretty sure he's not running any serious ongoing, so we have to put her down here. But our Hulk is going to get worn down now by the Cyclops, so a little bit annoying. Oh, I've just had my reminder that I need to do my German lesson. Oh, that's actually quite good. I need to learn my German. Oh, we've just completely screwed ourselves there by putting Enchantress. Wasn't good. Oh, this is rubbish. We're getting so many rocks here. We need to try and win another location. So why don't we put high evolutionary down? Let's put these cards down because they're kind of in the way. No. Hold on. Let's not do that so that we get an extra 2 to the Hulk. Let's do that. Yeah, okay. So we've lost the left location. We need to try and win the middle. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to win the middle. We're going to give it a go. We're going to put armor, Ghost Rider. That's going to give us, what, an extra 6 there? So we're going to go up to 10. He's going to play a card of more than 4 here, isn't he? Let's do it, though. Yeah, there we go. So we lose 4 there. We probably shouldn't have lost 4, but I don't really mind losing a ton on the proving grounds because it's only the starting entry. Like if this was higher, we wouldn't have played that at all. Like we're going to snap here, actually. I'd much rather try and get through the proving grounds quicker than usual, even if it means taking a bit more of a bravado approach to it. Turn 7 game. We like a turn 7 game. All right, then armor we don't really need to put down. Armor's a little bit wasted against this deck. He might have a Shang-Chi though that we don't know about, so we may play that later, but for now we don't need to play it. Okay, here we go, look. So this is quite useful because I don't think he's going to be going down this lane. So we can probably try and steal that towards the end by putting an armor down. Because he didn't see our armor the first round. So unless he has a way to change this location, we can start to put armor down maybe like turn 5, turn 6 or something. Maybe even try and steal it on turn 6 so that... Because, yeah, if he puts anyone there, they're going to get killed, right? And I don't think he has armor himself. Let's put Cyclops here. It's quite a good one to do. We do need to actually try and win this, though. That's the thing. Because, yeah, the power's granted to the other location, so... Yeah, so we need to discard right now. We don't have a way to bring back the Hulk if we discard him. Or what we do is we wait one more turn. Let's wait one more turn. We'll get the Hulk up to 18. If we don't get the Black Knight or Ghost Rider by turn 5, then we're going to discard the Hulk and then hope that we can pull like Ghost Rider before turn 7. End the turn. All right, I'm out for today. You need to go to bed. Have a great night and see you tomorrow for Lock Day FTS. Twitch Gaming, as usual. Thank you so much, man, for your time. Thank you for jumping in the stream. I always appreciate it. Yeah, good luck. Not good luck, but good night tonight. I'll catch you tomorrow, man. So get some good rest there. Okay, we need to discard now. It's turn 5 too. It's a little bit too early for us to be playing armor. I want to start playing it on turn 6 there, or turn 5. So let's do that. Thanks, man. Thanks so much, honestly. Okay, we get the Black Knight too late, don't we? We get the Black Knight too late. We need to start trying to steal this here. I say steal it. We're going to need to actually put some... we're going to need to win this one. But we need our heavier, harder hitting cards to go in here. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to be putting the Hulk down there. So why don't we do Kyera and then Armor. And then that means that Cyclops gets the unspent energy to keep bringing these guys down. Because he's not going to go here. Yeah, he doesn't go here. Oh, that was silly. We needed to put Armor down first, didn't we? How stupid was that, honestly? Armor should have gone first, then Kyera. So silly, honestly. And then we get Ghost Rider. This is such a shame, because I think if we bring the Hulk back here, we could probably win this location, but we might have just screwed it up because we played Kyera in the wrong order. Oh, he has the Infernaut. That's pretty horrible. So yeah, we can potentially win this here. We need Cyclops to... Yeah, we win this here. Because the Hulk is going to go up in power, and Cyclops is going to take them down in power. Oh my god, look at that. That was incredible. Even though we made a bad mistake, that was incredible. We just about done it. I like this deck a lot. I need to start playing with this deck a lot more. Because it's got the best of both worlds in it. It's got Kyera, it's got Black Knight for the Ebony Blade. We didn't even use the Ebony Blade there. It's got a good like mid-range with Cyclops, who's able to control the field and whittle them down. It's got Armor, which allows us to deal with a location like that. Yeah, man, I like this. This is really cool. I think I found the deck finally that I want to play with.
This just in.
He's got Armor too. Oh, interesting. That is, he's got Armor too. He didn't have that in the last round then, probably. No, we don't go. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, I did. Thank God for the mic button. All right, so we can go Blade to discard the Infernaut. Then we can bring Ghost Rider back. We need to do it. Let's go... here. No. Let's go here, in the middle. He's going in the middle too. Oh, that didn't work, did it? That's only going to work now if we put Sunspot down. On turn 6 cards can't be played here. So we kind of need to... Oh, I'm a bit worried actually, because he's got... we've got a Cyclops too. But we need to get rid of Sunspot so that the Infernaut gets discarded. But I think he's going to play his Cyclops down there, and that's going to whittle us down, so... Yeah, let's go here. And let's put the Armor here. Like, no, let's not put the Armor down. Let's do that. Yeah, look at where he's put Cyclops there. Okay, cool. So this has become pretty easy where we need to go now. We need to go left and right, so we need to avoid Cyclops there. We've discarded the Infernaut. Let's bring Cyclops in here now. so that we can try and get Misty Knight down. Okay, perfect. Right. Now what we need to do is we need to bring... Yeah, we need to bring Ghost Rider to bring the Infernaut back in here. Do we need to put the Black Knight in as well? Probably not. No, probably not. We need to save that one energy so that Cyclops can use it to bring Misty Knight down even more. And then the Hulk will get 22. Wow. Hulk's getting massive here, honestly. Okay, we should be able to win this. Yeah, he's going to put She-Hulk down. We're going to bring in the Infernaut. And then we win that location. So now we need to win the left. And we should be able to win it with the Hulk on the last turn. Okay, so we drop our Hulk down here. And we have to hope that he does not... This card here, we have to hope that this last card is not a Shang-Chi. Because we're revealing our card first, so he's going to see that we have a Hulk, and then if he plays the Shang-Chi, it's going to kill the Hulk. We don't have our Kyera on the board, so I think we've got this, unless he has a Shang-Chi. Yeah, there you go, we got this here. Lovely. What a cool deck that we've got here to run with, honestly. Very cool deck, actually. I don't know why it's taken me so long to find this balance, this kind of like deck hybrid. But it has, and I'm actually glad that I finally found it now, so I'm enjoying it. I do want to see, though, if we run into a problem. At the moment, I can't see us running into a problem. We certainly haven't run into a problem yet, but let's find out in the next conquest here when we go up a level. Okay, claim. And then we're going to do the Silver Conquest now with exactly the same deck here. Deck number 12. I need to rename that eventually.
Behold my creations.
Okay, cool. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Turn 7 game. Okay, good. I think I want to actually play the Black Knight, but I also want to see whether he's running a Destroy deck or something. He's got Deadpool, though. I want to see what he's running, because I need to know where I need to play this armor. Agent 13 doesn't really tell us anything. Let's take our time here a little bit. We don't need to rush the armor, and we don't need to rush the Black Knight. We can protect both of the one cost under the armor, but I don't want to commit my armor down a lane too soon if he is playing a Destroy deck, because we're going to need to save our armor to put down if he is running a Destroy. I don't know, he might be, but Agent 13 isn't really the type of card you see in a Destroy deck. But that he could just be playing that to put us off. Let's put Sunspot as in the turn there. Right, this will tell us a lot about what he's got. Okay, he's got... I say that, it hasn't actually. Having Nebula, what's he doing here though? This actually isn't really going to work for him because we've got Cyclops, which is going to be able to wear Nebula down. Interesting. Okay, he doesn't have a Destroy deck. He's also given us a Thor, which we don't need at all, really. But I don't want to use him. One of the problems with having a Thor is he's actually quite good, but he shuffles this into your deck, which can give Thor +10. The problem is that if this was a card that put that in your hand, then I would use it. But if you shuffle that card in your deck, what it means is that you're just decreasing the chances of pulling the card that you actually want, because then you've added an extra card in, right, into your deck. So I don't want to do that, because at the moment we're kind of struggling to pull these cards here. We need to pull either the Hulk or the Inferno. So we don't want to add another card into our deck, which is going to make it even more difficult to pull that card that we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Kyera there, and that will be okay. Thank you also, Woody, for the follow. Welcome into the channel, man. What we need to pull is the Inferno or the Hulk on this next turn. There we go. There we go. Thanks, man. How's it going, Woody? How's the games? Yeah, the games are going pretty good, man. I've put this new deck together tonight, and we're testing it out in Conquest. And at the moment, it's going very well. I'm actually enjoying it, because I was trying to find a deck where we could get the benefit of the Black Knight and Kyera, plus also get the benefit of the high evolutionary cards that I really like Cyclops and the Hulk. So at the moment, this is working really good. You need a high Evo deck, do you? Yeah, I mean, this one at the moment I'm enjoying, so maybe give this one a try if you can. We've only been playing with it for the last half an hour, but we haven't really lost any games with it, and it's going well. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a Black Knight there. We're then going to discard... we're going to discard, I think, with Lady Sif here. And then on the next turn, what we can do is we can use Ghost Rider to bring back the Hulk here. Okay. I'm actually pretty glad that I put the Lady Sif over there, because that's actually quite a horrible card to have to deal with power-wise. We've got the Ebony Blade as well. So what we're probably going to do is put the Ebony Blade over here. We're going to bring the Ghost Rider into here, which is going to bring back the Hulk. And we need to do that straight away so that the Hulk can keep building up on his power when we don't spend all of our energy. We don't need to use armor, because we have Kyera, who's going to protect Black Knight, Sunspot, and then the Hulk. And yeah, we're probably not going to be able to play... We won't be able to play the Inferno if we do this, but that's absolutely fine. We're saving this spot for Ebony Blade. We should snap. We haven't snapped yet. We should snap. Oh. Oh, that's pretty horrible. So in actual fact, we're going to lose the right. We're going to lose that right location. Which means that we absolutely need to win the left or the middle, and I think we're going to try and go for the left. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you. So we put Ebony Blade there. I mean, technically, we should probably be putting the Ebony Blade there so we can get another card out. Because if we put the Ebony Blade down the left, we then can't put anything down the middle. And that's not good. So we probably need to... He's retreated. Okay. I would have liked to see that play out. But fair enough. We win.
Behold my creations.
Right. Okay. It's a decent opening hand. Okay, I think we do want to run the first turn with with Sunspot here. Okay, skip the turn and give Sunspot +2. Thank you again for telling us to have a good stream as well, Woody. Yeah, perfect. So now we get get the Hulk. The thing is, I don't think I want to discard him right now. The fact that we have Lady Sif means that we can hold on to the Hulk, and we can just let the Hulk build up his power, because we've got 4 with winning Castle Blackstone, so we kind of need to try and win. We need to be... we can't. We have to put... All cards must be played here this turn. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. I don't want to put Cyclops there. I want to put Cyclops over here. That gives us a better chance of winning. But then on turn 4, he's going to move anyway. Okay. This is a little bit annoying. Let's do that. Let's do that, which is not... it's not great. We are going to discard the Hulk. Didn't really want to do that. The location was a little bit annoying. Okay. Look at that as well. We've got the Infernaut in there. Let's put Cyclops down. Okay. If we get the... Oh, he's got Wong. Oh, that's horrible. We need Enchantress to turn up here so we can stop this from Wong. Oh my god. Look at the card that turns up when I say we need Enchantress to turn up. And who freaking turns up? It's Enchantress. So ordinarily I would run with Enchantress and Cosmo so that we can put this down, and then he's running a quite on reveal deck like Odin, White Tiger, yeah, of course Wong, and that can be horrible. That can get out of hand, right? The problem is that I don't really have room for Cosmo unless we sacrificed armor, and I don't think we want to sacrifice armor because I think we want to hold on to armor for whenever we run up against a destroy deck. And then we can just use Enchantress here to remove Wong's ability so that the on reveals will happen like once, but they won't happen twice. So it's still going to hurt us a little bit, but it's like damage limitation, basically. What's annoying is that we've not got Ghost Rider back yet. We don't have Ghost Rider. We need Ghost Rider. Okay. We don't get Ghost Rider, but we have Lady Sif and we have Kyera. So we are 5 behind here. I think we need to give up on this one. And I think we need to put 9 over here. And just assume that he's going to try and win this one. So if we do Lady Kyera, then Lady Sif, that's about as good as what we can do. And we just have to hope he doesn't go left. Goes in the middle. Does he have a card with more than 10? Surely not. No, he doesn't. Yeah, okay. So we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, perfect. That actually works really well. It didn't work as well as we wanted because we didn't get the Black Knight, we didn't get Ghost Rider, but this is what I quite like about this, is that we're not solely reliant on getting Black Knight or Ghost Rider. We have a way to win it without those guys, so a lot of flexibility in this deck at the moment. Okay, we don't, like, this is bad, but actually what it means now is that we should be getting one of the low-cost cards or one of the high-cost cards now on turn 3. If we get one of the high-cost cards, then we can get started with our game plan. because then it just means that on turn 3 we can discard, we can use Lady Sif. She'll then discard one of these cards here. Then on turn 4 we can bring it back with Ghost Rider. So it's actually, it's not great, but it's actually probably perfect. And he's not even got that much of a big we get Kyera. Probably the other one card that we really didn't need. However, we're not going to try and go for the Raft. We're not going to use Lady Sif because there's nothing to discard here. We're going to put Cyclops down, because at the moment we don't even have a 1 or a 6 cost card for Kyera. And then it means that on the next turn, Cyclops can start to wear these 2 down. Wear these 3 down now. Okay, now we get a really low cost, but we need our high cost to turn up here ideally. Right. Let's play Kyera because she's a cost of 3. Let's leave 1 energy left over. Then that Cyclops can use that energy to take their power down a little bit. Okay, so he's going to go up to... Yeah, that's pretty horrible. Oh, we might lose this one here, if I'm honest with you. Oh my god. You're kidding me. The 2 high cost cards that we need, we don't have. What we can do is we can put Enchantress down there. What we done before to kind of stop Wong's ongoing. But the problem is that we're going to be revealing second. So he's going to get his on-reveal abilities going twice here, which could hurt us a little bit. We really needed to be ahead actually here. We needed him not to have drawn that. So then we could have been ahead here. And then if you put that down, we could have then put Enchantress down, which we're still going to do. But it would just stop any of these abilities happening twice. Okay. We're probably going to back out of this one. So look, he's going to get this twice now, which is horrible. Yeah. But we might be able to win this still. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh my god. No way. We didn't get a Hulk. We didn't get the Infernaut. If we'd have got either of them, if we'd have got the Hulk or the Infernaut, then what we could have done is we could have done, for example, an Armor, and then a Ghost Rider, and then, not Armor, sorry. Not Armor. No, that's wrong. We could have done a Lady Sif, and then, or to be fair, look, we would have still been in problems, actually. That wouldn't have helped us at all. It's too late, isn't it? All we can basically do here is just try and win it. Try and win this here, but we know that he has an Odin. So we don't have anything here that can give us more, and we're already 3 behind. So let's assume that he has an Odin. If we put Lady Sif down, and then we put Armor down for 8, and then we put this one down for like 2, we have 10, which means that we're going to be 1 behind. We can't win it. That's just one of those rounds where we didn't get the cards that we needed. We needed one of those to turn up. But I know how he plays now, and I think we're going to get him soon.
My creations.
All right. Yeah, here we go. So the card that we were waiting for all on the last game, we finally get on the first turn. I don't think he actually has a way to get rid of our Black Knight. So I don't think there's any harm in us playing the Black Knight on turn 1. The card moves here, afflicts it with -4 power. That being said, if we don't play it on turn 1, then the Hulk is going to go up to 14. I think I prefer that. Okay, whoever's winning this location gets +3 power. Hey, hope all is well. How are the games going tonight? Hello to Zal Snap. TTV, yeah, good man. Very good. Thank you for jumping in and saying hello. Good. We're just putting a new deck together. Well, we have put a new deck together, and we're now playing with it. And it's actually, I really like it. I think it's one of the best decks that I've put together so far with the cards that I've got. And so we're just hopefully going to knock this guy out in the Conquest, because I think we have a way now to beat him. We just need to play smart. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. It's all good. What about yourself? What's been happening with yourself, man? We could have technically gone there, but I've decided not to. I'd much rather get the extra on the Hulk. Timbo! Yo, FCS, how are you? How you doing, Timbo? Have you guys checked out Sorare Rivals at all yet today? Because it was the official launch of Sorare Rivals today. We spent a lot of time today looking at it. It's kind of cool. I'm definitely a lot more optimistic about Rivals than I have been when I was playing the beta. So do check it out if you can. I have a list very similar. I'll give yours a try. I'm good, thank you. Good, man. Yeah, because this one here, I don't honestly know why it took me so long to put this together, but I've been basically either playing an Infernaut Black Knight deck, or I've been playing a high Evo deck, right? And I kind of like both of them. I like the Black Knight for the Ebony Blade, and I like the high Evo for the Cyclops and the Hulk. And I don't know what I was doing, but I was not able to find a way to create a deck that worked well with both the Black Knight in it and high Evo. But then tonight, it just clicked in place, and I put it together like in 5 minutes, and we're testing it. And I'm like, actually, this is probably the balance that I wanted. This is like the best of both worlds, really. So I'm enjoying it now. We need to start putting some cards down, don't we? Let's put the high Evo down here. It's probably the best of what we can do. Okay, so it's going to be a turn 7 game. Oh my god. We need to start thinking about trying to win another location here. We can't put any more cards down here because we have to assume that he's going to get a Mjolnir. We also know that he has Wong, so I'm expecting the Wong to turn up sometime soon. Probably not here, but probably here. We need to save our Enchantress for the Wong. We might as well put our Black Knight down somewhere. And then we might as well put armor down as well. Yeah, saving the Enchantress for Wong. The Hulk will go up to 618. We're saving Ghost Rider for when we get when we are able to discard to discard a Hulk. We can't use Blade, so that's about as good as what we can do. Played in a qualifier for a big randomizer tournament. Got first place in that, so I'm through to the next round. The next round on what? What game are we talking about here? Here we go. Here we go, guys. Now we can get our game going. So this is what I like about this deck, because it has a pretty good end game to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Blade to discard the Infernaut, and then that's going to create an Ebony Blade of 420. And then on the next turn, we can then either use the Ebony Blade or Ghost Rider to then bring back the Infernaut. So let's do Blade here. Or we can use, oh wow. Okay, powerful. Very powerful. Let's do this then. Let's put Blade here. Then we're going to put Ghost Rider here, who's going to bring the Infernaut, who's going to get discarded, right back into here. I think that's the play because we get an extra +3 if we can win the middle. And I think we need to try and win the middle. So let's do that. Let's do that. There's our Ebony Blade of 420. Ghost Rider comes in. Infernaut comes in. Takes us to 31. Good luck trying to beat 31 in the middle. And I don't think he can now. So I think we're golden. In fact, I think what we can do, we can go either way here. And I think we're going to win. We have 7. So why don't we put the Ebony Blade there. And then we can put Cyclops there. Because I don't think he can win. I don't think he can win at all. We're going to snap. We could put the Ebony Blade here as well, but given that it can't be destroyed, we might as well take it out of armor. Put Cyclops in there. What has he got here? He's not got anything to take him to 23. Yeah, he's got Mjolnir, which is going to make this better in the middle, but it's not enough. Oh, that's going to hurt a little bit. Yeah, that hurts a little bit. Oh, wow. But we should hopefully still win the middle. Just about. Look at that. Yeah. Perfect. But to be honest with you, look, if we'd have put the Ebony Blade over there instead of Cyclops, we would have won the middle on the right. That's why I was saying I don't think we can lose that one. And we didn't. So, very cool. Kingdom Hearts 2? I don't really know this game. What's this game about, Timbo? Kingdom Hearts 2. What type of game is that? That was a really good win, by the way, for us. Let's keep it going. We're on to Battle 2. Let's go to Battle 2 now. This has been a good night of Marvel Snap. As we put a decent deck together, finally. And this is probably a deck that I'm going to be using more so than the High Evo deck. Because it has both the plus of the High Evo and the Ebony Blade. I think it's got a little bit more balance to it, this one. Right, so let's go. Let's not go. Let's give the Hulk a +2 here. We'll give the Hulk another +2. It's fine. Okay, now we can go. Let's go Lady Sif into Ghost Rider, who's then going to bring back the Hulk on the next turn. And then that's going to put us in a really good position. On turn 6, you can move cards to this location. On turn 4, transform into one of the other locations. And then this is cards that cost 1, can't be played here. Let's do here. Like that. Let's snap as well. It's a bit of an early snap, but I quite like the curve that we've got, where Lady Sif will immediately go into Ghost Rider, then Ghost Rider is going to immediately bring back the Hulk, and then it's just a case of trying to win the other location for the remaining 2 turns or so. So yeah, what we can do here. Ghost Rider to bring back the Hulk. And then we can probably play armor then to protect the Hulk. We've also got Kyera, so we could put Kyera down somewhere on turn 5. Let's do it though. Oh, he's locked this one down. Like it. Okay, fine. Okay, now we've got Blade, who we don't really need to use anymore. Sunspot can't be played down the right. On turn 6, you can move cards to this location. Okay. We have 5, so why don't we do... we don't really need to commit any more cards down there for the time being. This is going to give us 7. 3 and 5 is going to give us a 7 there. High Evolutionary and Blade is going to give us 7 as well. But yeah, I think let's save maybe Blade for the next turn because we might need to squeeze a 1 cost in there. Let's put Kyera to try and protect the Hulk. And then let's also do this one as well. Like that. Okay, that's fine. He's running a bit of an ongoing deck then. Okay. Ah, that's a little bit horrible. On turn 6, you can move cards to this location. So he can't move these cards, but we can move some of our cards in here. We're 4 behind. We have to assume that he probably has an Iron Man. Puts the Iron Man down, it's going to take it to 22 to double this power. If we put the Hulk down, this is going to take us to 23. This could be close. We're assuming that he's going to put the Hulk down here. Not the Hulk. We're assuming he's going to put Iron Man down. This is a lot to lose if we get this one wrong. We could maybe commit another card there, but I don't want to leave us too short. We're at 8 here. So then we need to probably put High Evolutionary there. Then Blade here. That's going to be what, 8, 12. We probably need to get that to 15. Oh, we can't put the 1 cost there. Ah, so we're kind of a little bit screwed there. Okay. Let's try and make sure we can win that one. And we just have to hope that 8, 12 is going to be enough. There you go. There's the Iron Man, as we predicted, to take it to 20. Oh, no, because Onslaught's going to do it. So there you go. There's my math out the window. Completely forgot that Onslaught's going to double it. So yeah, we screwed the pooch on that one. Oh, that was so silly. I always forget about Onslaught. If Onslaught wasn't there, then we would have beaten him. But of course, Onslaught's going to double that. Ah, that was... It doesn't matter how long you've been playing. If you don't pay attention on this game, it will cost you. It will cost you big, and it cost us big there. Basically, the premise is to get 3 proofs and a promise charm, which are randomly spread in 14 worlds or in levels up to 50, and special forms up to level 7. Get all 4 and beat the game. But is it a card game? Like, what type of game? Is it like a card game, or is it like a RPG type game, or a platformer type game? Like, how do you find them? In what form do you find them? Kingdom Hearts is basically Final Fantasy mixed with Disney worlds. Okay. I'm with you now. I'm with you. Ah, it's such a shame. This is probably going to be our last game, actually. It's a shame that we're probably going to end up getting knocked out because we were a little bit... we had a bit of a brain freeze and we calculated our math wrong there because of Onslaught. We do have Enchantress now, though, which is going to help us a little bit. Can't end on a loss, so no, I feel if we win this game, I think if we win this game, we're so far behind this guy now. We've got 2 health left, 2 bars left. He's got his full bars left, and the maximum that can be wagered is 2. So we need to snap. We're not playing for 1 anymore. We might as well play for 2. Try and at least whittle him down. That's the thing on this in this conquest, is that if you lose like say eight cubes early on, then you're pretty much out. Like, I'm pretty much out. I would need to beat him 5 times and not lose at all, which would be an incredible comeback, and we've done it. But I don't know if I almost don't know whether I have the energy to do it this time of the night. Let's put Cyclops down though. Let's at least try and give a good account of ourselves, right? We've actually played amazing tonight. We've got a good deck here as well. We don't really have any good cards to put down. Let's put Sebastian Shaw down though. Let's put him down the middle, for example. Let's do that. Oh my god, look, we're waiting for our big cards here of like the Hulk or the Infernaut. We haven't got them. Let's put the Black Knight there. Let's put armor there. That's okay for now, I think. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? He's just locked down a location that we can now win. Why would he do that? Oh my god, I think we're actually losing to somebody that doesn't know how to play the game. Why would you deliberately put Professor X there knowing that he has a power of 1 and we've already got a sunspot that's on 3 that will increase in power after each turn? Oh, wow. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I think, is pretty easy. We can Lady Sif, the Hulk. That creates the Ebony Blade, so that even if we don't get Ghost Rider, we can just play the Ebony Blade. Yeah, there's Onslaught. But I think we're going to be like, we do get Ghost Rider. Technically, we can't even use Ghost Rider actually, because we don't have enough space. Technically, we should have probably put Lady Sif there or something. But what we're going to do, because he's putting Onslaught there, I'm pretty sure he's going to put somebody like Iron Man or something down there now. We're going to put Ebony Blade over here. And then we might as well put Blade there. And I think we win this one. I'll be surprised if we don't win this one now. There's Iron Man, which is what we were expecting. And then this has got to be like a really low cost card. And it's Mr. Fantastic, which isn't going to be enough. So there you go. So at least we win. We win. Let's keep going until we actually get knocked out. Or we can knock him out, which would be some comeback, I have to say. But I don't understand what he was doing there with Professor X, because he deliberately lost that lane when he done that. That was a big mistake from him. Let's put Sunspot there. Players can't retreat after turn 5, so we've got to be a little bit careful here. We need to start playing armor because he's not running a destroy deck, so there's no problem with us playing armor here, I don't think. We can play Kyera here. Let's snap as well. Again, we're not playing for 1. I want to play for 2 minimum. Okay, this isn't going well for him. We should be able to win the left, and we've got We have the Infernaut. So we can discard the Infernaut and then bring him back with Ghost Rider. Probably in the left lane. Let's do it. So, see you later, the Infernaut. Unfortunately, we don't have the Black Knight, so we don't get an Ebony Blade from it. But the fact that we've got Ghost Rider is perfect, because we can bring him back. Now, what's annoying... He's not going to put Onslaught down here. He's not going to put Iron Man down here. What he'll probably try and do... He'll probably try and put Professor X down here. He'd be mad. He'd be mad to put Professor X here. We're revealing first, so if he puts Professor X here, we're going to bring our Ghost Rider in there to bring back the Infernaut. So we're going to easily win this, but it kind of feels like overkill, because we're almost like he's on a 5 with 3 players here, and we're going to bring back a 3 and a 20. So it's real overkill. I don't think we do it like that. I think that's overkill. I think we need to do it like this here. That's probably, who is this here? Is this Professor X? Who is this? This is Cosmo. Okay, so that was lucky. That was really lucky, because we were able to do that before he put the Cosmo down. I need to save my Enchantress. This is the final turn, though. This is the final turn. What has he possibly got? We probably need to put Enchantress down there, and then the Black Knight for 7. And then at the moment, there's one card that we haven't seen. He has Onslaught. If he puts Onslaught down there, it's not going to win him. Unless he puts this card down here, which is like a monster that we don't know about, he can't win this one. If we get it wrong, it's going to be the card that we didn't know about. Unless this is Spectrum. No, this isn't Spectrum, because it's not going to work, because it's a non-reveal. He puts Onslaught down there, which isn't going to work. All right, cool. 2 wins on the trot now. Can we make the comeback here? This would be pretty epic if we can come back from being basically on the verge of death to then overcoming this guy. I think if I wasn't stupid on the first turn, the first round, where we lost basically all of our health because I incorrectly forgot. I basically forgot about Onslaught, and I got my math completely wrong. Then, yeah, it would be... This isn't actually a deck that really troubles me, if I'm honest with you. So we're doing good. Armor, we have armor. We might as well throw him down. Okay. Okay, we get Cyclops. We can't really do anything. Let's end the turn. We get Blade, which is okay, but we need really the Black Knight or Hulk or Infernaut to turn up soon now. On turn 5, all cards must be played here. No cards. Let's get going on that one then. We're going to need to start putting some cards down on turn 5 anyway. Yeah, okay. Not super strong down the middle, but that's fine. Then we have Kyera. Let's also put Kyera down here. You can already see what the problem is here for us right now, is that we need the Infernaut or the Hulk to turn up. We definitely don't need the Black Knight or Sunspot. I mean, we take a Black Knight, but to be honest with you, we need a big card to turn up here now so we can get going with discarding them and then bringing them back. There we go. That's what we needed. So what we can do, and this is what I like about running Blade and Lady Sif, is that we can automatically use Blade to discard the Infernaut, and in the same turn, we can bring back we can use Ghost Rider to bring back the Infernaut. Now, we can't. Dear, on turn 5, all cards must be played here. It's undone my plan. Because what will happen is that we have to go down here. If we put Blade here and then we do Ghost Rider, there's no space for the Infernaut to come in on. So if anything, the best play is actually to use Lady Sif here. To then not play Blade, but then on the next turn, use Ghost Rider. And then maybe use Blade down here. Let's snap. We're kind of on our last legs anyway at the moment. Yeah, if we're going to win it, we might as well win it for 2 or not at all. Because we have to keep trying to take him down by 2 each time now. He's got Jubilee. That's going to bring in who? Magic. Okay, that actually helps us in a way. That helps us. It gives us another turn. Right. I'm trying to figure out where he's going to go with his onslaught. I think what we need to do is we need to put Ghost Rider there to bring back the Infernaut. I'm kind of deliberately not we've only got so what I'm trying to figure out here is that it's going to be fine because we're going to leave a space open. So if he decides to put an onslaught down one of the left or the right, we can kill it potentially with the Enchantress if we're still going in behind, but actually we won't be able to. Yeah, because by the time we do this, we're going to be winning 2 locations quite comfortably. We might as well put one of these cards down as well. This will be 16. And then, yeah, let's do that. So then we discard the Sunspot, which at this stage of the game, we don't really need. Ah, look. Okay. So this is what he's trying to do. This is actually not good. This is not good. This isn't good because what we have to do now is we probably have to forget about trying to win the left location. Because if he puts the onslaught down here, because we're going to reveal first, right? So if we put our Enchantress down, it's going to cancel Iron Man, which is then going to make this a 7. But then Onslaught is going to double your other ongoing effects here. To be honest with you, I think we still win the left anyway, no? Because Iron Man's the ongoing effect. So Onslaught's basically doubling what he's doing. If we cancel Iron Man, then Onslaught's basically doubling nothing. I think we should be fine. We technically don't need to do it because we could put the Hulk down the middle. But, you know, I think that we can destroy what he's going to do here, which is going to be Onslaught there. Because you don't start to stack Iron Man if you don't have an Onslaught to follow. So let's just be confident that that's what he's going to do. It's going to kill the Iron Man and our armor, but we don't care about the armor. But mainly we want to kill the Iron Man, and then he's going to put Onslaught. Oh, he puts the Living Tribunal. Okay, Yeah, that's perfect. There we go. And that's why we have Enchantress in this deck. So we can stop that kind of craziness. So that's the other card that we didn't know until now. He has the Living Tribunal. Okay. This deck is dealing with this deck quite comfortably. He's probably cursing right now because he had us down to 2 bars about 20 minutes ago. And we're hanging in. If we win this next one, it goes down to sudden death then. After this turn, put a card from each player's hand here. Let's do it. Sunspot. Please don't put Lady Sif down here. Please put High Evolutionary or Kyera. You know what we should do? We shouldn't actually play a card here, because then it just means that it's a less chance then of Lady Sif being picked here. If we put Sunspot down, then Lady Sif has a 1 in 3 chance of being drafted into there, and we really don't want that. We need her to be able to get rid of. So let's leave him, and let's hope that Lady Sif is not picked. There we go, High Evolutionary. That's okay. Okay. It's actually quite nice to play High Evolutionary, because I wouldn't really play him often on turn 4. So we almost get a card played for free. Now what we can do is we can play Sunspot. Let's play Sunspot here. Ongoing effects are disabled here. He has a very ongoing deck, so he's not going to be going down here at all. His deck is hugely ongoing. So we know that we can win this one. Let's put a card there. Yeah, he can't win the middle, so he's going to be trying to win the left and the right. So we need to think about why is he going down the middle? Okay, Medusa, but he hasn't got enough cards to win the middle. He does have magic, to be fair. He's got magic, so he could change the location. I always forget about that. I reckon he's probably going to change it if he's got magic. And he could change it on the next turn, on this turn actually. Turn 3, if he has it in his hand. We don't really have much to do, apart from we probably need to put Kyera down. So why don't we let's assume that he's going to play magic here to change this, because this is a bit of a problem for him. I don't think he wants to go into the sewer system. I think if he changes this with magic, then he can start to hit this hard with Iron Man, Onslaught, the Living Tribunal. But we have Enchantress, so again, we can just kill it. We need to save Enchantress for the very last turn. This is why the ongoing decks are kind of... They're good, but they're basically so weak at the same time. If somebody's running an Enchantress, they can basically kill what you're trying to do. So... He didn't put anything down. We could discard the Hulk, but we don't have Ghost Rider, and we don't have the Black Knight. And I don't want to discard the Hulk when we can play him on turn 6, which we might actually need to do. I think we wait another turn to see if we get Black Knight and the Ghost Rider. And then I think even then, if we don't get the Ghost Rider or the Black Knight, we probably then just commit and just accept that we're going to have to try and play the Hulk on turn 6. So... This is a little bit tricky because we almost need to play Enchantress on the very last turn to disable all his ongoing effects. But I can't put Enchantress down until I know where he's going. Why would he change that location? When his cards are all ongoing. This is the problem. The middle location's the problem for him. Okay, so this is kind of horrible now. What we need to do... We can't play the Infernaut on the... Okay. So on the next turn, we need to draw Ghost Rider or the Black Knight. If we draw the Black Knight, we can immediately discard the Inferno. We can create an Ebony Blade of 420. If we get Ghost Rider, we can immediately discard the Inferno, and then no, on turn 7, we can bring back the Inferno. We need to wait. We need to wait another turn. Okay, so he's doing that. Okay. So he's made this really easy for us now. And we get Ghost Rider. He's made this really easy for us now because he can't go down the middle because his ongoing effects are disabled. So that's why I don't understand why he didn't change this location. Because if he'd have changed this location, it would have been perfect for him. But now, if he's smart about it, he has to put his ongoing effects down here. Which actually means that we have to save the Enchantress really for here. So we need to go down the middle. We need to... Oh... The annoying thing here is that... I want to discard and then bring back with Ghost Rider, but we don't have enough to do it. And if we put Ghost Rider down... It's not going to bring back anything. That's awkward. That we have to put the Hulk down. That's actually pretty awkward. Ah, that's annoying. This is going to be Onslaught or Iron Man. There we go, Iron Man. Like, does he know that we have a counter every single time for this type of move? So he's going to put Onslaught down here or the Living Tribunal. And then we just simply have to put Enchantress down with another card. So we can put, for example, Lady Sif down here, who's going to discard the Inferno, which, you know, to be honest with you, is a shame that we couldn't get him off in this game. And then we put the Enchantress down, and the Enchantress is going to disable Iron Man and disable Onslaught or the Living Tribunal. And then we basically win the middle, and then we win this left location. I don't understand why he's playing like this, because he knows that we have a counter for it. And he's going to reveal first, which means that we're not only just going to disable the Iron Man, we're going to disable the other ongoing card, which is going to be Onslaught or the Living Tribunal. So we will win this one. There we go. There's Onslaught. We should be worried, but we're not, because look who's going to turn up here. Here you go, Enchantress, and then she's just going to cancel that one, Onslaught, Iron Man. And then you're done. Like, this is why this deck at the moment, I'm enjoying this deck we put together. And this is why we always run Enchantress, so that she can stop that. She's just killed 3 cards in one go. It's completely undoing his whole strategy. And we might actually win this now. About 20 minutes ago, I was saying we should just cancel out of this or just like quit, because we lost all of our cubes. We've now taken it down to 2-2 when we were at 2 and he was at full health. This is some comeback, you know. He must be so frustrated right now, because I think he knows by now that he has a deck that can't beat us, because we can just basically kill everything he's doing with Enchantress. Now, we have to pull her. This might be the game where we don't actually pull Enchantress, and if we don't, then we're going to lose. We do have the Black Knight. He doesn't have a way to get rid of the Black Knight, so we can put the Black Knight down immediately. And that's great, because then on turn 3, we can discard Lady Sif, or we can use Lady Sif to discard the Infernal. That's going to create a 420 Ebony Blade. And look who we've just got as well. We've got the Enchantress. So he should lose this one. Unless we make a stupid mistake, he should lose this one, because we have everything in our hand here to win the game comfortably. The Ebony Blade will be created by Lady Sif, and the Infernal. Enchantress can, as we've seen, can completely nullify 3 of his biggest cards in one go. So end the turn. We don't need to go. Okay. So what we're going to do now, we're going to discard the Infernaut. That's going to create the Ebony Blade of a 420, which will probably end up playing in the middle. Let's do it. Like, the funny thing is that before I actually won more cards, I was like desperately trying to build a deck like this with the Living Tribunal, an Onslaught, an Iron Man, an Iron Lad, and Professor X. But then once I actually saw what Enchantress could do against that deck, I thought, well, there's no point, because the only way that you can get around it, in fact, the only way that he can, if he was smart about this, the way that he can get around it and he can stop my Enchantress from doing what he's constantly doing, is he needs to play Cosmo in front. So he needs to play Cosmo, and then he needs to play Iron Man, Onslaught, Living Tribunal behind Cosmo, because then I can't get to them. Then she will not be able to get to them because she's an on-reveal ability, and Cosmo is going to stop on-reveal ability. So if he was really thinking about this, he would be doing that, and maybe after this he will actually understand that that's kind of what he has to be doing. So yeah, he's going to try and lock down with that location Professor X. That's fine. We know that he has the Onslaught Living Tribunal that he's probably going to do with Iron Man. So what we'll do, we need to try and win another location, which is going to be the left one. We need to save a space as well to work out where he's going with Onslaught or Iron Man, because then once we know that, we can then just put Enchantress down. But what he should be doing, and he hasn't done it on turn 5, so we can just kill it with Enchantress again. What he should be doing is he should have put Cosmo down if he has Cosmo in his deck. But I don't think he does, actually. I don't know if he does. So let's put Cyclops there. Let's put Armor there. Okay, so what's happening here then? Is he putting his... What's going on here? Magic, okay. So magic to extend it. And then this is Medusa. Okay, so now we know he's not going to be going down here with the ongoing. He's going to be going over here. He can't go here. This is locked down. So he needs to play the likes of Iron Man, Onslaught, Living Tribunal. So we need to save Enchantress for that. There's nothing here that he can put down that he has that's going to win this location. Oh, hold on. Not true. Oh, not true. Not true at all. Because if he puts the Living Tribunal down here, it's going to distribute that power. Ah, so I see what he's doing. Okay, I see what he's doing. He can win this, actually. We have to correctly guess where he's going to put the Living Tribunal. Which means that we can't put it there. We can't put the Hulk in the middle. Because we need to work out where he's going. He's actually played this quite well. Yeah, he's been smart here with that. Trying to, like, locking that down was really smart, Mojo World. Yeah, I give him some credit for that. He's going, he's made this tricky. Okay. Is he trying to distract me? Double your other ongoing effects here. He put Onslaught down there because he could easily put the Living Tribunal here. He could be trying to trick me. He also could be thinking, if he puts the Living Tribunal here, then it's going to double all of this already. Oh, this is rough. I think we could lose this one, but we have to correctly guess where the Living Tribunal is going to be placed here. I think he's going to put it on the left because that's why he put the onslaught there. So he can double everything that's going on. If he was smart, all he needs to do is put that down, the Living Tribunal in the middle. In fact, I think we lose anyway. Because, yeah, we are revealing first. So we are going to lose. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that's so rough. And he puts it in the middle anyway. Oh, man. Well played to him. Well played. Yeah, that's rough, that. He's going to get that power split across everything. Oh, that is rough. That is good, though. He done really well there. What a good battle. Okay. Very good. Very, very good. He deserved that in the end. Oh, to come so close to winning. Ah, that's really annoying. But that was very enjoyable. So I love it. Very good. I'm actually really happy with this deck as well. I think we've done really well with that. So, yeah, that's it for today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back again tomorrow at 12. So I'll catch you then. Have a good night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.